just in case we need to look up some of these lies y'all finna tell.
Man.
Fact check.
Look, I know them stats, Cole. I'm ready. I come prepared. I know them stats already.
You know what I thought about before you got here? I said, I guarantee you he gonna look them up. He gonna have.
I'm a Gator fan, though, so I kind of knew some shit already. I just had to get the extra details, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Look, then Google been to lead me wrong than the motherfucker. Don't none of that shit be right.
Yeah, man, this is the Anxiety Issues Podcast. I am Boneface, half of the Anxiety Issues Podcast team with Adam 12 Taylor, a.k.a. the Big 8.
Yes, sir.
And today we are joined by my OG friend, Reggie Wade, and my BG friend, Jacob Copeland of the Florida Gators, formerly of the Escambia High School Gators.
Oh, man.
You feel me? From Pensacola, Florida, representing. I had to bring my young homie on, man. I've been trying to get him on for a minute. I've been following him since he was probably about the 9th grade. I think I actually met you when you was in like the 10th grade.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I started chopping up with him and following him since then. Not here in Florida. And my dog has been a big blessing and a big plug for me.
Yeah.
You feel me? So I wanted to bring him on and kind of introduce the world to him, even though I'm sure the world know him.
Yeah.
But we wanted to bring him in. But
At least I know in the city, but he had the internet going crazy, man. So people were taking pictures with you out at the little Freaknik thing. You know what I'm saying? He was a dream for a lot of these hood women out here. They were like, "Who is this nigga?"
I just had to show love, really, home team type thing, you know.
my dog got real muscles now too,
Yeah,
though. My dog got real muscles. He was a little dude before he left. He used to call me little dude, but I am officially the little dude.
I was just about to say, you still little dude.
Oh, I'm the real little dude, not sitting next to you now. Y'all on a whole different type of weight program right now, man. I ain't eating meat and y'all eating iron, so
Man, listen,
it ain't working out.
Going there, I rip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet. You
meal
got to be
plan,
one of the strong receivers in the country. Huh? Yeah. One of them got to be.
I think I'm the strongest.
I could believe that. I could believe that because you do not look like a wide receiver at all.
Finishing over break, I was ripping like what I finished out with 385.
That's crazy.
That means them yak yards got to be crazy.
Oh,
this
yeah.
shit. After a statement like that, yards after catch, got to go stupid.
You know,
get
like,
out of there.
Yeah.
During my time of playing, it was like every time I get a catch or something, I get hit. Like I never got no pass up in stride except like LSU game last year.
Yeah.
Other than that, I usually get hit when I catch the ball. I be needing them strides to catch it like the yak yard.
But from now, ain't no one-on-one tackles this year.
Oh yeah, ain't none of that. I really gave a glimpse of that last year. Those type deal, give them a zoo.
Yeah,
when I
absolutely.
got, pop off type thing.
It seemed like every time I ever seen you catch the ball as a damn near touchdown. I don't really recall you catching just a catch.
18.9 a catch, brother.
Yeah. So when they hit you, you come through.
I'm on it.
You on it for sure.
18.9 a catch.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot. And I was just telling him earlier, I say, man, like before last year, like people ain't know who Pitts was, but he been that dog. It was just wasn't his turn.
Right.
Everybody get a turn in college football. You come in and you know exactly when you pick that school, you know who ahead of you and you know how long you got to wait unless somebody get hurt. And Pitts waited his turn and everybody out the way. And I'm like, shit, it's bro turn.
Yeah.
It's bro turn.
Speaking of that, what's buddy? My brain everywhere. What's the tight end name? Y'all tight end.
Kyle Pitts.
Yeah, Kyle Pitts. Yeah. I don't know why I'm thinking trash and Pitts. Yeah. So I just want to know, because I'm a Cowboy fan. I've been hearing that the Cowboys thinking about moving up to get him, you know what I'm saying? So I doubt he dropped the 10, so the Cowboys have to move up in order to take him.
Y'all don't have a chance, but go ahead.
Listen, Jerry will sell a whole farm if he want to. You feel me? He'll make some move now.
Them bitch gonna lose every game 100.
We might, but it's gonna look good though.
That's a special talent, man.
It's gonna look good.
One in a generation.
And see, that's what I want to ask you. Is he that talented close up? Practicing, seeing him every day.
Knowing me,
you like, man, this dude's a beast, man.
I've been knowing Kyle Pitts since high school type deal. And when he came in, knowing he from Philly, I've been living with him ever since. Like to this day, like we still got an apartment together down there in Gainesville. Like he moving his stuff out and all that. But we've been living together ever since. Like me and him, like been dogs forever. Like I was giving the ropes like of the South type deal. Like certain things don't vibe down here that you'll do up there like type deal. And I had to like give him the rundown on certain things. He ran with it. He caught on to the vibe, the coach and all that. You know, and then my dog top 5, man.
No, that's a fact.
He going top 5.
I just want to know, everybody talking about he the next, he the best tight end prospect maybe coming out ever.
Man,
how they talking about him? So.
I'd say, and for now on, I'm gonna take whatever he ever say though type deal, because before the season he said he was gonna go first round top 5.
Right.
And it's almost here now type deal. So it's gonna show right now.
So look,
physical specimen.
I'm gonna email this to Jared Jones when we through. I need him to move up Thursday and go and get this boy. I need that.
If he's smart, he'll give up everything for him, because that's a generational one, like once in a generation player, bro. He is. But I wanted to ask you this though, right? Because I can recall when Joker was in the NBA, and now mind you, Joker was never like a premier player, like you, the star of the team, but he was always one of the most respected players in the locker room. And I think it's because a lot of those guys who go to the league a lot of the times have been sheltered their whole lives, and a lot of those guys don't come from backgrounds like we come from.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's like when a guy like him come into the locker room, this is what they've all emulated their whole life, but they ain't never really seen it up close. So you got a real street dude that happened to overcome the obstacles and make it to the locker room. So when he finally get there, you got guys, everybody cling to him, and everybody want to be around him because he is like a walking version of culture.
No, that's a fact.
It's almost like when somebody from the hood go to a white party or to a party where they've never seen that, and this is what they've been emulating for rap music, but they get to see the real thing up close.
Right.
That's who they follow. And it's like everybody gravitates towards them. So he's like the favorite on the team from everybody. So if you go look at Joker history in the NBA, which is Reggie Evans, you go look at his history in the NBA and look at the photos and follow him. It's just like he's always the guy. You know, I used to walk through the mall when you was little and everybody followed one guy. Yeah. It's like, it seems like you're that guy, even though you're not the go-to guy.
Yeah.
In this current situation. Well, last year anyway, you weren't the go-to guy, but it seemed like when I look at behind the scenes from like social media and stuff, it's like you're one of the most revered and favorite players on the team, just because you like really from that background, you really a dog. But going to Florida, I'm pretty sure y'all got a lot of those guys on the team.
Yeah, you most definitely do.
Yeah, you do. But I think if Hat Pitt's going to like Maryland or somewhere, it ain't like that.
He'll be stuck to his culture type thing.
Right.
So, but he came down there, he catching the gist of everything, like type deal of this thing. You got people from different backgrounds. He's seen that. Mm-hmm. So knowing he got them different type of backgrounds, like he can vibe on some things. Like when he get to the league, like type deal, he'll understand people better. Like
Right. So a guy like you in the locker room, though, you somebody that can come and tell somebody something and they kind of trust you on it, especially when it's anything pertaining to outside of football, even if it's with women or fashion or something. If you walk up to one of your teammates and like, hey, bro, that ain't that. Yeah. That ain't it. They gonna trust you a lot of
them gonna accept what I say though type deal, because I'm well, like I say, I'm well respected around the locker room regardless. Like,
I can feel that.
Yeah, everybody like gonna vibe with me, gonna love, because like they gonna respect my word, because I'm gonna always keep 100 with them at all times. I ain't gonna sugarcoat just because we here on this big stage on high level type deal. Like I always tell them, I'm gonna be me regardless type deal. So ain't nothing gonna change me. It's just you got to move smart on certain things and just vibe out on it.
Yeah. And that's how it's always gonna be, bro. When you play football, and you know I'm a former football player, bro. It's authenticity. That's why people vibe to you. That's why they cling to you. You feel what I'm saying? So sometimes it can be a positive, sometimes it can be a negative. If I think your talent level is so high that it's just a plus for you. You feel me? Because I'm sure there are people on the team who are also authentic but not as talented. Yeah. And the coach will look at that as a negative, because the team will start to follow this cat that's maybe not on the playing level or where the team want to go, but it's dope that you're a premier player with that authenticity. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be a true leader no matter what locker room that you go to. You feel me?
Yeah. Right.
So my question for you is like, all right, you will start football player in high school. It's a bunch of those coming out every year, right? Yeah. So when you go to a D1 program, when you get there, is it a shell shock when you're around so much talent now? Because now you're not just the only talented person in the room. So when you first got there, what was that experience like looking at all that other talent around you? Was it nerve-wracking? Was it like, and damn, am I going to make it in this? Like, how was it? What was that feeling like?
Me coming out of high school knowing I was no one receiver coming out of Florida like type deal. When I got down there, my mindset was like still on the big head type thing. I'm like, at first I was like, man, I'm finna come down here and just turn up and do my own thing like that. Like they gonna have to respect me type deal. But as we went through the process, seeing different players from different backgrounds, knowing they didn't work the same way I didn't work, they didn't grind the same way I didn't grind. And as I seen them out there on the field and everybody moving the same like speed or whatever, everybody moving a lot faster, and I'm looking like everybody talented from everywhere, all around different states. And I'm like, man, you just gotta stick to it, man, and go for what you know type deal. You couldn't just be out there. When I got hurt, I felt like, like you say, when I got hurt, I was like, man, it might be all over with for me. But I realized like I couldn't give up right there in that moment because I know what I'm here for type deal. So I fought through it and got back on the ground. Like I had to wait my turn type deal, but now I'm up now, so I ain't stressing. I'm just go hard. I hear all the critics and all that type deal, but you know how that goes.
Was it a guy who took you under his wing? Was it like another player on the team that kind of motivated you or kind of showed you the ropes, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like who was that guy for you?
My receiver coach, for real, my old receiver coach, who all in the league, Van, Jefferson, Tyreek Cleveland, Freddie Swain, Josh Hammond. All them, I talk to them daily. Matter of fact, I just got done talking to them like a couple hours ago. That's why I'm going to shoot down at Denver with my dog Tyreek, play with the Broncos. But nah, all them, like, Tyreek, like, he really one of the main one. Like, we connected on the bun because he really came from the same background, like, type deal. Everything the same type deal. We done sat down and talked, discussed, and he had that same background. Matter of fact, he lost one of his brothers, like his blood brother type deal, and we caught a vibe on the thing. He just broke it down to me like what to do and what not to do, what to stick to, and just don't get stuck or get caught up into all the everything that's going on around. So just stick to what you know and just go for it.
Yeah, I had a question. I know you pretty much had to pick the goal. You could have went anywhere in the country you wanted to go to school, right?
Yeah.
What made you choose Florida over everything else?
Because it's the best fucking college in America. That's why the Gators don't.
Hey, chill, man.
I say, man, Save him, he a GOAT, man. It's just like, I was going to end up going to Bama, but I just couldn't. I really couldn't take the go there. Because you're going to be a talent, but you're going to be all the same talent type deal.
Right,
you
right.
weren't going to be that stand out for real. Unless you could have stood out, but it was like, you're going to be just another one type deal in the line.
Right.
Knowing you can go to Florida, everything ain't all the way connected type deal. You could have popped off, but everybody come together. Mother will come in, it's a new coach.
Right.
Everything come together, it's a new build. So we like, why not be a part of something that can build you on type deal, just knowing. But even though, like you say, like it's Florida's home team type thing.
Yeah. And I'm gonna say this because I know you can't say it, but with Saban, it seems like players are a little more disposable. It's almost like it's his show, and like you're a piece on his chessboard, and if something happened to you, you get injured or anything, it's easier to be discarded. It's rare that you see somebody from Alabama get hurt and they come back and still have their position. Because there's so much talent. So you sprain an ankle, you damn near the fourth receiver now. You was just the first.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? But I'm pretty sure, because I think everybody in America seen the signing day thing where you chose your school. And I know there were people that wanted you to go to Alabama. And like, how was that making that decision? Did you make that decision right there in that moment? Or did you already know in your mind, like, I'm going to Florida and this is what I want to do?
Honestly, like, as I was finna walk in to signing day, my mindset was planning on going to Bama. I ain't even gonna lie.
Okay.
My mindset was planning on going to Bama.
Okay.
But it was like, I got a call on a certain thing, on position swap, whatever. But I was like, nah, I can't make that change type deal. So I was like,
so they tried to switch you.
Yeah, try to make me go play safety type deal. And I really wasn't.
That sounds like some saving shit.
That's what I'm telling you. It's like his ego. It's like playing for a coach that has a great ego. Like if you go play for Greg Popovich in San Antonio, who you are and what you do does not matter. It don't matter if you Tim Duncan or Michael Jordan. Right. His ego is the biggest ego on the team, so it's harder for you. But
But baby, Saban see the future. Look, you sitting up here with some safety traps over there.
Yeah.
There ain't no receiver shoulder.
Right.
He's sitting up there looking like he can hit something. So maybe Saban just saw the
drip. Drip wanted me to. He wanted the people that wanted me to go ahead and take that ride over there, because he was like, man, you'll make a lot of money over there, that DB type deal. He still to today, he was like, man, you know position. I want you to play. I want you to swap right now type deal. But my passion was, I know what I can do with the ball in my hand, so I stuck with it. And I know mulling the offensive mind, whatever he recruiting you as, you going to stick to that position unless it's down the line. He got to change you on some things, but he ain't that type of coach. He a good coach type deal, good relationship. And so I just stuck with him and just vibed out.
Yeah, there's a thing about making your own decisions. And I tell my son this all the time. It's like, I don't tell him what to do and what decisions to make, because if I make a decision for you and you do what I tell you to do and it doesn't work out, guess who's to blame? But if you do what you choose and how you want to do it and it doesn't work out, guess who's to blame? Right. So I'm glad that you took a stance to make the decision that you made. But I asked that question because in that situation, the whole world was trying to vilify your old girl. When I understood exactly what's going on. It's just like, you knew where you wanted to go, and she felt like she knew where you wanted to go, and it's almost like switching out on somebody last minute without telling them, and they just like, what the hell was that?
That's
you know what I'm saying?
What it was,
right. So it's just like, but it made her look like a villain, and it made her look like she was unfit. When I'm just like, bro, I know where you come from, and I know what kind of parents. Like your mama seemed like the type of mama I got. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm sure you got a lot of brothers and sisters. It was probably not, mind you, I don't even know your background like that, but I could just tell. We got a lot of brothers and sisters, and she raised all y'all on her own.
She had seven boys, man.
You feel what I'm saying? It's 10 of us. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like I can understand like how she would feel in that moment. If I'm sitting there and I think my son finna make a decision, it ain't even about the school. It's just about the decision being made. Then I don't know nothing about it. That's what, and it come off a certain type of way.
So what was the after like? Since nobody got to really see the after, they just saw the clip. You know what I mean?
That. So, but everybody came together right after signing. We went out to eat, and as we out to eat, people come up to us, they see us out to eat, and they looking like, y'all the people that were just on this virus. I'm like, what y'all talking about? We don't even know what's going on type deal. So everybody just vibe. Next thing you know, we see it like it pop up on the TV. Where we at type deal. People like, they're the people who go right there. Cause I was in the same outfit, everybody in the same outfit. So I'm like, man, we really on the TV right now. Everybody was talking about this and that, gang related, this and that. Nah, it wasn't none of that.
Right.
It was just, I made a decision on not telling and informing my people like what really just happened type deal. Like,
you tried to say it was gang related. Well, how they tied
everybody,
that
I don't know how they tied that in. It just, I guess because we in Florida, so they just feel like everything in Florida just go mode type deal. So but everybody was saying this thing gang related, but I was like, man, it was never a gang related. I just let everybody go with the store or whatever. But coaches, my coaches, mother and all them, they know it was never a gang related type deal. They know the vibe type thing.
Right.
It's just my mom wanted to phone on the type deal, so she was like. She was shocked when she seen me do it.
You just look like a badass kid making his own decision. So it's like I can understand that. It's like you got to think you your mama's baby.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you this star player. It's like this is my baby. Yeah. So it's like a decision get made like that without you knowing. It's like she couldn't even help how she reacted to it. You feel me?
Show that.
Yeah. So it's just like and I hate this, and I can say this. You can't say this, but when you look at like the way people already look at our culture and the way we're raised or whatever. It's almost like had you been a white player and that happened, it would have been taken a different way. But it's like everything your mom had ever done for you in your life got erased in that moment. It made it look like you just like your mama wasn't there. You feel me? And I'm just like, nah, that's not the vibe. It's like when you don't give people context and you don't break. That's why I asked you this question, because if you don't break something down properly, people make up their own stories of what it is.
Well, listen, let's be all the way gangster, man. That's what this podcast is, man. We real and raw. What it was for a lot of people, you understand what I'm saying? Alabama is
top tier,
full of talent,
top
right?
Tier, you know.
How you get all that talent every year? You know what I'm saying? People have thoughts about how all of these talented players
they're gonna automatically assume that like
that there's something being offered
right
to all of these talented players. You understand what I'm saying? So you take the number one receiver in Florida, and then he makes a decision to go somewhere else, and then the mother looks upset about it. It seems as if she was promised something. If you could get your son to come here, you will get X, Y, and Z. And then son says, no, I'm going this way. And mom looked disappointed because she's not going to get X, Y, and Z. Yeah. That's how it came off to the media and around the world who don't know what the fuck is going on. You know what I'm saying?
But people got to understand, too, though, that when it comes to schools like that, bro, ain't nothing that Alabama can offer that Florida can't offer.
That is a fact.
So that's why I knew from a beginning, from right in that
allegedly.
moment. Allegedly. We just talking. Allegedly. But if somebody were to offer something, Florida got money too. Right. So my thing, that's why I knew it was more of a miscommunication thing than one of those. Like, you feel me? Because it's just like at the end of the day, bro, like we all felt like shit. No matter what you choose, you gone. I hit you right after, like, bro, like, fuck that shit. No matter what, you like, wherever you gonna go, bro, you gonna do what you gonna do. Your shit already mapped out. All you gotta do is go do the work. You did that, and we here now. You feel me? And I feel like you off the board next year. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? All you gotta do is be healthy, and that's it.
I always tell people when they ask me about after this year, you gonna come back another year, this and that. I say, man, my mindset is not to return. So with that being said, I gotta go harder and harder. Harder than ever type deal, because I know what I want.
Right.
And I can't look back on what didn't happen or whatever. So 100%. I just got to go hard and move forward and try to go get paid. That's what we in this for.
Yeah, because we ain't in a position to go nowhere for no education, and that be it. Like the goal is the NFL.
I love the game for sure. It just you gotta make a living off some type of thing.
Absolutely.
Type deal. And I want my living to be off this type deal, so I just gotta go harder than ever though.
For sure.
And I hate to skip, all the way to getting paid, but that is what was just brung up. You feel me? Are you mentally prepared for that? Let's just hypothetically say that day coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of expectations with being a draft pick, going to the NFL, making the kind of money you are projected to make one day. You feel me? And I'm not even talking about spending. You know what I'm saying? Those are certain classes that you got to go to, certain wherewithal that you have to have, other smarter people in your corner to help you manage that kind of money. Are you ready for the people around you?
Yeah, most definitely.
And having that kind of money? Because that's typically where a lot of people go broke.
Yeah.
It's the other people around you. Because $20 million is a whole lot of money. But $20 million for 20 people go faster than you think.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And it's way more than 20 people, I'm sure.
Exactly.
They feel like they're entitled.
You don't even have $20 million worth of wants right now. You can go buy all the shit you want and you be like, damn, I got a lot of money left over.
Yeah.
But when you got everybody else wants, needs, goals, and everything responsible, are you ready to be that person that every time something go wrong, it's your phone that's gonna ring. You feel me? No matter how big, so-and-so sick, so-and-so need to go to college, so-and-so bills ain't, they about to call you. You feel me? So are you mentally prepared to be that person in your family? You the guy.
Yeah, I'm most definitely. I'm like, I already told my people. Even though I told my dude that too, I say everybody is scheduled on a certain thing, like type deal. I'm gonna help right then and there. And after that, after I put everybody in position to win type deal, ain't no just handing out no money. I'm trying to place it as putting everybody in position to win to not be able to call me type deal. So
you're teaching them how to fish.
Yeah. So once I put everybody in position to win and you lose out, that's on you. Don't come calling my phone because I already placed you in position, so don't come calling my phone on no deal. Talking about, bro, I need this and that. Nah, I can't do that. I said I already placed. Now that I already broke it down and told y'all what's going to go down. Right. Mom, dude, you my mama. Love you to death. But I can't go out here and just blow no money type deal because you want this and that. Brother, you my blood brothers, but I can't do this. Just blow no money on this and that. And we all came together and they respect that type deal because they know what's gonna happen. They know life gonna change over this. Over this year type deal. Right. So I feel like they already on top of the game, so they already planning the process. They mindset. Yeah. We know when he place us in this position, we can't mess this money up or whatever we do. Because I told everybody, you on a certain budget, man. Once I do this and everybody in their position,
that's what it is.
And it is what it is. So you blow that. Don't come calling my phone because I can't go broke.
Yeah.
Right. Type deal. So I know I done worked too hard to put myself in a position to make this money and lose it all because of what you want.
Right.
And you ain't worked here with me type deal. Even though you was here with me, even though you weren't on that grind them days, early morning, late night type deal. So I can't go out there and just blow that money because you want something. Right. So I'm ready. I'm ready for it though.
You said exactly what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, bro, you gotta understand at the end of the day, and I think a lot of guys figure this out after they go broke, is the best thing you can give somebody is an opportunity. Like, I don't believe that handing out money or giving anybody anything helps them at all, ever. In most situations, it don't. And I always used to I function like this. My only obligation in this world is my old girl because she's responsible for me being here. My pops ain't here no more, so it's like my old girl. Everything else is just like if I can get to you. Yeah. You feel what I'm saying? And I was gonna say, you already said it. When I think about somebody asking me for something and what I do, I think about like who was there when I was running them sprints. Who was there through them all the hard work, them days, them tour days. You feel me? Nobody help you lift these weights. Nobody help you do nothing. And you got to think about your finances like this. You've been playing football how long?
Playing football over 15 years now.
All right. How many checks have you gotten for football?
None.
Right.
None.
So my point is this. You've been doing this your whole life for free.
Yeah.
Right? So when you finally do make it to the league and you finally do get your bag, let's say your first check is $20 million, right? And you've been playing this game for 15 years, right?
Yeah.
That's less than $1 million per year.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? So all this is back pay for all the work you do.
Really?
So
that's
just
how
like,
I look at it too.
It's all back pay. So it's just you getting paid for all the work you've done your whole life. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like everybody else. We've been getting our checks weekly and monthly. Yeah. You feel me? And we've been blowing it. So over the time, we've made good money. We've just been blowing it. Right. You ain't made shit. So you ain't been able to blow nothing.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now you're going to get your money all in one lump sum, you know, and when you get it, all the people that have been blowing theirs and doing their own thing.
That's a crazy point you just made. Everybody talk about athletes and how much money they make, right? But how many people would sign up for any job?
For 20 years.
For 20 years. And your pay was going to come at the end of 20 years. And it's a maybe. You understand?
There
There are
amazing.
many athletes who went through that 15-year process who didn't make that money.
And
who
didn't
got
get
that
paid.
Right. So would you take a job right now if they say, you're going to work for 15 years for free, right? Now, the possibility is after 15 years, if we really like what you do, we're going to pay you millions a year after that. But we might not pay you nothing at all. We might just cut you off at 15. That's a crazy analogy to think about.
Yeah, so
That's
it's like,
how
bro,
this
you're
shit
getting
work.
back pay. So my thing is, who am I to come to you after you get your back pay? That's almost like I used to eat. You ever ate? You we eating at the same time, and I eat all my food real fast, and your plate come out at the restaurant,
Right.
my shit gone, and you eating, and I ain't full yet, and I'm looking at you eat like, damn, Cope, let me get a piece of that chicken, and you don't give me none, and I'm mad at you like I ain't just eat.
Yeah.
So that's how I look at people when an athlete finally gets paid, and everybody's coming with their hands out, and it's like, feed me, feed me, feed me. I'm like, bro, you've been eating your whole life, and I haven't been eating. And this plate wasn't guaranteed to come, like you said. So if my food don't never come, I guarantee you, brother, if you don't make it, 80% of the people that are around you are going to disappear.
Like you said, you already ate. Like
We've
I
been
ain't asked you
eating
for nothing,
right.
Type deal. So why should you ask me for some on the back end type deal?
Right.
Because you ain't pop up, you
Right.
ain't on some things.
So I understand 1,000% when an athlete gets money and it's like they feel like I don't owe nobody shit, because you don't. Anything you do for anybody, bro, is a gift. And what's funny is we talked about this on the podcast before about how when you're in a situation to where damn, I lost my point.
It be
Y'all
like
lost
that
my
all the
point.
time.
Yeah,
Listen,
right.
that's podcast life. You go to talking so much.
I needed some
but-
weed, man. But
Yeah.
we can't do that today. So.
But if there's any advice I can give you, man, and I like podcasts like this, bro, like just conversations like this, bro, because I've never met, this is my first time meeting, you feel me? But I've grown to the point where, and I've told you this in previous podcasts, man, I love the fact that I'm at a place now when I see another black person, I don't see, there's nothing about being a black person that, like, I'm not angry at you.
Mm-hmm.
Like, when I'm in the black community, eye contact is enough for beef. You know what I'm saying? There's been places that you went places, you don't know this nigga from Adam. Y'all just looked at each other some kind of way, and it's like, nigga, what's up?
It more definitely popped out
Right.
like that multiple times type deal.
And I'm glad I'm no longer in that place. So I'm wishing everybody the best when I see you. So I really try to give you like humble advice, shit that I wish that I had done for myself or somebody that told me. You feel me? The most scariest thing that's growing around you, brother, is not envy. You train to spot that out. Black people, it's called haters. We train to spot out envy. The scariest thing growing around you, brother, is entitlement, because you can't see it. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's somebody around you right now. You have it's somebody that you couldn't imagine. The people who gonna fold on you, you know who they are anyway. You know you can feel the fake already.
Yeah.
But it's a level of
They
entitlement.
slowly been getting cut off. They
Right.
already got cut off. They been out the door.
It's a level of entitlement growing around you from somebody, multiple people, but somebody is gonna show and it's gonna blow your mind like Audacity. Quick little story, one of my partners, I can't say his name because the person in his family I'm gonna talk about might recognize that it's that person, right? One of my partners was one of the coldest football players ever in the city, maybe in the world. You feel me? Most people thought he was going pro. You feel me? Nigga was just nice with it, man. It's just crazy. Like if you ever see old tape of him, it's just crazy what he did. You feel me? So he had an aunt who would always look out for him. Baby, if you need anything while you off at school, if you whatever, hit me up. A happy birthday, I'll send you a little something, whatever, right? Let's say auntie sent him all together, let's say 3 bands, right? Just all together, you know, by the time you got out of college, everything like that, you need a little money. 3 bands total, right? Now let's say my dog made it pro, right? What you think auntie would have probably got? What do you think he would have bought auntie if he had a win pro? Maybe a home?
Right. Car.
Right,
Yeah.
home car. You feel me? So maybe $200,000 home, maybe a little car, auntie birthday come around. So let's say 300 bands, right? So her investment of $3,000 gave her the entitlement of $300,000. You see what I'm saying? Now my dog didn't make it pro, right? We was having a conversation maybe like a year ago, just outside having drinks, talking, and he ain't no really emotional type dude at all. You feel me? So when he started sharing this, it just like, damn, that really bothered my dog. He was like, man, I had an auntie, he told me the story, how she looked out for him. He said, bro, when I ain't make it pro, I ain't heard from her since. This was his biggest fan because she thought that he was going somewhere. There are people in your corner right now, brother, who love you to death because they think you going somewhere. You feel me? They always got something positive to say, always believed in you. But that entitlement, when you make it, their expectations are going to blow your mind, brother.
Yeah.
When you hear what somebody expects you to do, it's going, your mind can't even wrap like, bro, you really think that's what I owe you?
And to piggyback down on top of that, what's funny about that though is a lot of those same people are like you say, Auntie invested $3,000 and had the expectations of $300,000 as a return.
Right.
There's some people around here that's just telling you good job and keep going. That feels like they deserve something for that.
Fact.
Just for telling you to keep going, or you feel what I'm saying? So
they're gonna remind you.
Yeah, they're gonna
Remember
remind
that time.
you.
Speaking of something like that, something similar to that. Knowing me, all my brothers fell victim to the streets. So I was the only one to really make it out, graduate type deal. I got a person in my family, like you said, I ain't gonna say no name, no type deal. I got a person in my family that told me I was gonna fall victim, close family member too at that. Told me I was gonna fall victim behind my brothers because that's all I see. And I ain't gonna do nothing with it. But and now, of this day, that person stay trying to get in contact with me at all times because they see something positive going on type deal. And I tell my people, I tell my brother, my mom and all, like, this person right here, I don't even vibe with them on some deal. Like, when they come around, I leave. I leave just because they're repeating in the back of my head, like, what that person told me that I wasn't going to blow or wasn't going to do this and that.
Right.
Because of what all my brothers feel through type deal. So I be like.
And that's dope that you can spot that. But that's envy. You saw that coming a mile away. It's somebody, that person showed their cars a long time ago.
They showed it a long time ago.
It's going to be the person close to you that you love to death. And you're going to be like, damn, that's how you feel? When they come out one day, and because it happened to every athlete, anybody with money will tell you this shit. That's why you see groups that break up, whether it's rap groups, Cash Money, you go down the list. When money come into play, shit just changed. And it's because of that level of entitlement. So that's just something that, just to prepare yourself mentally for. Yeah. Because the farther you go in life, the less and less people you're going to be able to take with you.
Sure.
You feel me? So, yeah, I wish you all the best, bro. Absolutely. But speaking of that, fuck all that shit. This year, #1 receiver, right?
Yeah.
We #1?
You already know.
So
ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that. Everybody around the world know that. Hey,
so we ready?
Receiver 1 ain't no ifs, ands, or buts about that,
so
man.
We ready for double coverage. Ain't no more single. Ain't no more slot.
I'm on all that. I'm all around the field this year, man. They hey, you got to come with it, man. I'm coming with it. Just like I done waited all this time. Hey, it's time now. I done waited behind everybody, so I feel like, hey, this year is it.
Yeah. This is it, man. That double coverage. Listen, I love
like MJ say, this is it. This is it, man.
I won't put the pressure on you. Can't Juju Smith, what's his name, Schuster, all that wanting to be the #1, AB leave, and that nigga be out there looking sick. I can't stand Juju, by the way. He be doing so much extra shit.
But so many people get paid because there's somebody super talented on the other side to take all the attention.
And not that Juju ain't, he can play ball. He can ball.
But like AB made him nice, though. It's just when you got somebody foul on the other side of you like that, bro. If you ain't like, I'm impressed by the guys. Like, what's that boy named Galladay that was in Detroit?
Yeah.
I'm impressed by guys like that. You ain't got nobody on the other side. You ain't got no line, no nothing. Them the guys who impress me.
Right.
But like it's like if you ever noticed, like when the Giants had they front four when it was when they won the Super Bowl, it was almost like Strahan was the man, and he opened up he opened it up for what's your boy name that was on the other side.
Yeah, Justin Tuck.
He opened it up for Tuck.
Y'all got to think about Pensacola was in the middle of that.
Oh, it was
Fred Roberts. Right, but I'm just saying, like in football,
in the Maybach, I was like, who's this nigga? This Maybach. Yeah.
Shout out to him. That's my dog too. Shout out to him, man. Shout out to Fred Roberts. But yeah, it's always somebody on one end that takes attention off of you, that opens it up. Like I would love to play on the other side of JJ Watt.
Yeah,
you gonna eat. You gonna eat. It's so much attention.
Right. Yeah.
But like I don't know what y'all roster look like, but it looked like you the last man standing, boy, so far.
Yeah, man. I done played behind some dogs. You know, people around the city like coming out of high school, they big name. And then when I got there, you know, it really, like you say, it was wait your turn type deal. Right. So people ain't see me like balling all the way type deal. Like this year I ain't play, I got hurt. Then the next year I was playing a little bit, give me a little reps and give me feet wet. The next year I became a starter. And still I was like wide receiver 4 type deal. I still played behind first round, second round talent.
Tony Grimes, you had the boys out there.
And then before that, I had people who went to the league: Freddie Swain, Josh Ham, Van Jefferson, Tyreek Cleveland.
Yeah,
all them boy dogs. Like they just like me. Everybody thinking like, oh, I'm gonna go there and just be this top dog, but not knowing I got these people who just like me. They just a copy just like me. They fight just like I am.
Right.
And they been here. They waited their turn. So it's like I'm just looking up to them like I'm back to little dog.
Right.
And so I gotta watch the big dog.
Right. Everybody on the college roster somewhere at some high school, their jersey is getting retired.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So everybody good. Yeah. But I feel like we move too fast. This episode is about overcoming the odds. So we know you play college ball. You feel me? But I want to know, and I'm gonna get around to you too, Reggie. We just got you over there. You just hanging out. But yeah, I want to know like your journey to get to where you are, because you don't just wake up and end up on a college roster. Like I want you to take me back to Pop Warner. Like, and I want you to take me, like, paint me a picture of your journey to where you ended, where you are now. Because I feel like with where you from, like you say, that person came to you and said you're gonna fall victim to everything that's around you because that's what you've seen, and that's what led you to where you are now. How did you avoid those same outcomes?
That was one of the things that helped me. Like when I heard that, just hearing that type thing, it was like, first I was believing it because it was like it was going down in the cycle. Like all my brothers like just really were going down in the system like this. And I'm like, damn, I'm the last one standing. If I fall victim, then they gonna be happy. This gonna be true. They dream the can truth like this. So I'm like, let me stick my ways and stand out the way. And that was my brothers, all my brothers. That's why I love my brothers to death. They invested in me to keep me away from that because they knew they had the same type of talent, but they blew it because what they seen what was coming, like fast money and all this. They were like, we can't let you fall down that same victim, be that same victim and just fall down there. So I stuck to the plan and, you know, elevated off that. But every time I go to work out or anything type deal, it's like everything, I don't keep the positive thing that people tell me in my head and thoughts. Cause that's gonna come type deal. So I just keep the negative thing to elevate me even more type deal. So that main thing, like when that person, that close relative told me that, I felt like, that's why I say I can't get caught up to the critics and all that type deal. Cause it was like my own family was hating on me on some real, like, you know, shady type thing. And I was like, man, I can't get caught on that. So I feel like the outside world, whatever, whoever say whatever, I done heard people talk all type of ways and type thing. I'm like, man, I don't care about all that. Cause like I said, I done heard a close family member tell me what I wasn't gonna do. And now they back on my trail type deal. So I just, you know, keep going forward.
At what age did you realize that you were different? Because I watch a lot of guys. Like we've had so many NFL players come out of Pensacola, right? But what's crazy about that, what people don't know, is that most of the guys that come out of Pensacola weren't even the best players on their team in high school.
No.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't remember Drip being the best player on PHS.
Yeah.
Went to the league. I don't remember Alfred Morris being the best player at Pine Forest.
No.
Went to the league. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think
not the best player at
right.
Pine Forest.
That's why I know it's a lot more than just being good. It's opportunity meeting preparation, and all of these guys that I'm naming were almost the hardest workers on their team. They weren't the most talented a lot of time. Like Reggie Evans wasn't close to the best player on Woodham team, but he outworked everybody. Till this day, that's his mantra.
Yeah, that is.
You feel me? Yeah, that's his calling card. Work like the work. So, but at one age, because I don't think, like, there's an exception though. There was never a team Trent was on that. Trent Richardson was on that. He wasn't the best player.
Yeah.
You feel me? And I think that was almost your thing too though, because when you were at Escambia, like you were that dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but at what point did you realize, like, damn, I'm really different than these folks. I'm different.
I felt that I was different at Pine Forest type deal with Pollard, Coach Jerry Pollard, man. You know.
So you went to what year did you go to Pine Forest?
Freshman through junior year.
Okay.
And I went to Escambia my last year.
I didn't even know that.
I can't
See?
stand Jerry
Yeah.
Pollard. Fuck Jerry Pollard. It's my show. Fuck you, Jerry Pollard. If you see this, I still don't like your bitch ass.
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna never like your bitch ass. Fuck you, Jerry Pollard.
I felt that was different because, you know, when I came to high school, it was like, people like, man, Coach Pollard don't care who you is type deal. He don't care about all that little league, this and that.
Right.
But as we went through like summer workouts and all that, he seen some in me type deal and he like locked in on it. He was like, man, I'm a key in on you like deal. And Pollard don't care who you is once again.
Right.
Type deal. But he seen that in me, like he fed me that ball, like not seeing that it was a player that was before me who he had already invested in. But I came in and showed him that I was different on some different skill set type deal, and it was that type thing.
Right.
Yeah.
After that, I felt like I was different on some things. Like
That let you know that I was following you for a different reason. Like I just caught up with you because I like you. I just like you. I like you as a kid. But like, bro, I don't know. I don't have no real. I was the same way with Dennis Petway. like I didn't really have no knowledge of stats or none of that. You feel me? That was just my little dog, and I just felt like he was a good kid. Yeah. And I was like, as long as you decent, whatever I got you. You feel me? I'm gonna look out for you. So it's the same thing with you. Yeah, that's what I want to know.
Why you went from?
Man, when Coach Paulo was really resigning type deal, he had let me know he wasn't gonna be the head coach, or he wasn't really gonna have no control or nothing type deal. Like to help out on type thing when players need some come to him ask type deal.
Yeah.
You feel like that was the best move though, the transfer?
When he called me in the office type deal before it happened, like people talking, oh, he transferred, he left for this and that. Nah, it wasn't that. Go blame Coach Paulo like type deal. He let me know that he wasn't gonna be He wasn't gonna be into that thing. He was like, he told me like type deal. I already knew who gonna be the head coach at Scambia.
Right.
Who was it, Bennett?
Yeah, he was like, well, best friend Mike Bennett gonna be the head coach at the Scambia, so I'm my best option for you to go over that type deal. And when I went over there, I was like, hey, it's all love.
Yeah.
And he invested in me too, but he was on about them grades too to stick. Cause I wasn't
Bennett held him.
I wasn't focused on them grades in high school. I ain't gonna lie, like going to leave like high school, I wasn't too much keen about that. I was just stuck in the thing, caught up into the recruiting process for real. And he stuck to me. He pulled me to the side type deal. Man, you gotta get them grades right type deal.
Have them, bro.
Yeah. And ever since that, stay on top of it, talk to him every day.
Your ass
two things.
In Kansas,
and that was crazy. That's another thing I was thinking about. Like, man, I'd be in JUCO, man, top receiver out of Florida. Man, I'm going to JUCO, man. I ain't got the grade.
I promise you, that Mississippi life ain't shit like that Florida Gator life. That JUCO shit is not for nobody.
Finished out with a 3-3 high school type.
Yeah, your character.
Hood at JUCO. That shit there. They be putting them JUCOs in the middle of the projects, bro. Yeah. Like that shit. For real. Like real shit.
Well, my son was in the woods.
Where he went?
He went to it's popular, but it's in Popularville. It's called Popularville over there.
What state is in?
It's in Mississippi.
Oh, Mississippi.
Yeah.
Lateef Travis went there. What is the name of that school? I know the name.
I think I know.
Pearl
She probably about it.
Pearl River.
That shit. Yeah.
Yeah. It's nothing there but a Family Dollar.
Them be the best schools though.
A Pizza Hut.
School ain't nothing but the school there.
The dogs come out there.
Yeah, that where the dogs come from. Yeah, like them teams are hard to make. But I'm super proud of you. Like your character development is like, it's crazy. It's like you maintain who you were and kept your identity. Yeah. But you still like you grew. And I think that has a lot to do with the school you chose too. Because it's like I tattoo, so I end up tattooing a lot of different college players. I ended up tattooing Trey Lance, which was cool. He was in Pensacola. But just talking to y'all, man, it's like the maturity level of these 19, 20-year-old kids, bro, is so high. Like talking to them is more impressive talking to them than it is some 40-year-old adults. So that's just like the character development and going into the NFL, you become a business. So it's just like, especially, and I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna keep it raw with you. With the identity that you have and the way that they see you, your character development is gonna be one of the most important things ever because you're a business now. But it's almost like my shop. When people pull up to my shop, it's just like, damn, and like this where it's at. And then you walk in, you're like, oh shit, it's nice in here. Right. You're gonna get that as a human. Yeah. You feel me? People are gonna look at you like, damn, like you said, they're gonna give you the thug mantra. You got the tattoo.
All these tattoos,
right,
man,
right.
That's what it is.
Right. And you kept your southern twang, you kept all that, which is fine, but it just means in that world you gotta be even more on point because everything you do is gonna be under a magnifying glass.
Yeah, that's today's thing too. Like when I be around Florida, say I'm walking around campus, you don't got no gear on, no equipment or none of that. Yeah. If people see me walking around campus, they be looking at me like, oh, who that thug is? The people who don't know me, right. But when the people who know me, type deal, they chill out or whatever. But the people who don't know me, they look at me like, who that man is?
What you doing on this?
What you doing on this campus? But then you realize, then they see you in some Gator gear or something. They be like, oh, this Jacob Copeland type deal. But,
Yeah, that's usually how I go, man. So that's definitely gonna be something that's important, and that's why every time like I'm following you Instagram or something, I hit you like, hey, bro.
Oh yeah, I'm already know.
Listen, man, because you can't delete the internet, and these folks remember everything you say, everything you do. Great. That's why when you came, I'm like, bro, ain't gonna be no alcohol on the table, no none of that shit. I don't want none of that tied to you because that ain't what this is. You feel me? Yeah. We're not here to hold you back. We're here to push you forward. We're not here to stop your growth. We're here to help you grow. Yeah. And we get the same thing. So that's why I say that because I get the same thing. He get the same thing. But we're far more intelligent than we may look to people. Right. But intelligence shouldn't have a look, although they say it does. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So if you talk a certain way or you dress a certain way, or you move a certain way, you are deemed, you feel me, a certain thing.
way.
And that's not what we are. Like, you can't define us by looking at us, but we change that. And the more you stay yourself, the more he stay himself, and the more I stay myself. And people see that, and they investigate or move in a little closer, and they see that ain't what it is. Then it makes it more comfortable for everybody else to be themselves. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But what's the wrong thing to do, in my opinion, is to keep conforming to what they say is cool, or what they say is good, or what they say is right. You know what I'm saying? You be exactly who you are, and you show them that you can be that, and that doesn't have a look. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I say it's super important. Like, you become a role model whether you want to or not.
Yeah.
That's why I brought up the story earlier about, do guys in the locker room follow you or listen to you, or are they influenced by you?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, that puts you in a position, when you say yes to that puts you in a position to where you are a leader, whether you want to be or not. You know? So that's just something to keep in mind.
The thing about, I always want to ask somebody playing receiver, like, when you look at like all the different famous NFL receivers there's been, you feel me? There's a lot of personalities attached to them. Like, they all got a personality. T.O. had one, Randy Moss had one, Jerry Rice had one. You understand? Mm-hmm. Is there a certain swagger you have to play the position of wide receiver? And how important is it for you to keep that swagger? Because it's like he said, you can go to teams like Alabama or New England Patriots, and you kind of got to conform. They kind of minimize personality, and you just a cog in the system. You feel me? So the way you play receiver, how important is it to just have a certain kind of swagger, a certain kind of attitude when you go out there and you play?
Me, I got my own type vibe type thing. So when I'm out there on the field, I think about elevating type things. So I like, my favorite receiver, Deshaun Jackson.
Yeah.
So I peep him like, he been in the league a long time type now. Mm-hmm. So I be like, when I go out here on this field, I got to go hard as I can. Not for only myself, but the coaches too. I know I'm going to go hard for myself, but I got to build this trust off these coaches too. Let them know that I'm out here for real. Like, yeah, when it's time for crunch time, you can believe in me. Mm-hmm. And you can, like, you know, that's one thing that the coaches did. They believed in me, and they took forward, and now, you know, just moving forward. Yeah.
I would have never guessed that, though. What is it about Deshaun Jackson? I never heard nobody say that that's like, even though he cold as fuck, I never heard nobody say that like that's my favorite. What is it about Deshaun that you like?
His explosiveness, for real. Just everything he can do everything for real. A lot of people don't be seeing that. Like, he been in the lead a long time now, and like, he's still elevating. Like, to this day, he's still showing that he a top dog. Yeah. And it just, you know, I just stuck with it. But he always been my favorite receiver since I was young. Like, when I first seen him ever play, when he was at Cal, whatever, and I seen, I was like, who this is? And then once he hit the lead, I'm like, man, that man fire. I said, I wonder he gonna stick this same thing. But I watched him over the years, and like,
I got some wheels, brother.
You seem to be the type of player that has a big personality, but you know when to suppress and when to put your personality on the back burner. Yeah. Is that because you've watched people who had big egos get messed over or get pushed back? Yeah,
most definitely. I have seen a lot of people like that. Like, I ain't gonna say no name, but I've seen a lot of people like that, like, who done had them egos who I thought, like, dang, like, what's up with this man? And next thing you know, he done fell off because, like you say, his egos he let. Right. Like, he was bigger than the real thing type deal.
Right,
so
right.
I just stuck with that.
Yeah. I always thought you just had to have it to play receiver. Like, it's just like certain positions. Like, everybody say a quarterback got to be even killed.
Got to be the smartest. Mm-hmm. You got to be the smartest on the field with quarterback.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess I hate that the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? I hate when they do that too, though. But you do have to be even kill. Head got to always be in the game. You're a quarterback. You feel me? When you play defense, like inside linebacker, I always felt like you got to be off the play.
Every position though, every position got a different swagger though.
Right,
like, when you playing defense, you know you out here for. You out here to kill.
Right.
When you out here on offense, you out here to embarrass.
You out here to pop flavor.
You out here to pop flavor. Let them know that, oh, yeah, I'm like that. I got this sauce like type.
Right.
On that defense, only thing on your mind is like murder, kill.
Facts. Yeah.
Offense, you think about. I ain't gonna lie, like you like lolly land, like, oh yeah, I got this move or this and that. That's how I think every receiver. Like, when I got the ball, man, like chocolate wonderland type deal.
You think it's a coincidence that all the domestic violence cases are like defense or running backs, like people that always get hit?
Well, first of all, them the people who take the most head hits. That's
right. So, and I think it's like you got to be like, football is a game. You got to be, especially on defense. You got to be a little cuckoo to play it. You feel me? Because it's like a car accident on every play.
Yeah. I mean, let's be transparent. Other than receiver or quarterback, You got to be off to play football a little bit.
Right,
It's not natural to run full speed into another person. That's not
right.
That's not what people do. You
Right.
feel me? And then not only are you running into people, but you running into the elite people. You feel me? You running into the biggest of the big, the fastest of the fast. You feel me? So certain positions like receiver, you're not supposed to get tackled. So you kind of avoid the hits. You don't have to have that wire. That you know what I'm saying?
You gotta be light on your feet,
Right.
That receiver thing.
But as a defensive player or whatever, so you talk to. Bro, it's just like being in the military, bro. When you're in the military for so long, you come out, even when you retire, with certain personality traits from the military that it taught you. So football teaches you altercations are okay.
That's what I was going.
You
That's
can
what I was
assault
getting at,
somebody on the football field, and the better you are at assaulting people, the more people
money they
love
pay
you.
you.
Right.
Exactly.
Right.
So now when you're done with football or you deal with
It's
problems
still
in
your
your
second
life.
nature.
Oh man, when I was done with football and I went and got a regular job, brother, I was about to get fired every day. Because when something went wrong, I'm trying to see what you're trying to do.
Right.
Because that's all I know.
Right,
I don't know
right.
about no going to HR and sending no email. I don't know, like, motherfucker telling me buddy in the cubicle saying something. I'm trying to see you now. Fuck these cubicles. But that's not functional in regular life. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, yeah, football, absolutely.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there's a correlation between defense or what position you play in domestic violence.
And not even that. It's boxers, UFC fighters. It's just people who are used to physical confrontation.
Facts.
Like it becomes like muscle memory to fucking knock the shit out of somebody.
That's a solution.
That's just a solution for anger or frustration is to hit some shit.
Which is
so
Neanderthalic as fuck, but that's just what it is.
But
like,
that's what you have. That's the mentality you have to survive in that game. You got to have the Neanderthal mentality, unless you are like an offensive player, because like it's not that way no more. It used to be, but it's not anymore. Like I wouldn't dare play defense in the NFL right now. I would want to be an offensive player because can't nobody touch you almost. Yeah, so it's a beautiful time for you to come out because boy, you're gonna last a long time.
Fuck that safety. Good choice.
Yeah,
absolutely. Absolutely. But you know, sometimes and people think coach's biggest job is to evaluate talent, and a lot of times it's to evaluate personalities as well. You see what I'm saying? So maybe Saban or another coach saw your personality, would say it thought you was from the streets or a thug or whatever, and thought that personality was better suited on defense. Because honestly, it is though. That personality that you have in the streets is better suited for a defensive player. You feel me?
Right.
That is very functional on the defense.
It is very rare that you see a street wide receiver.
Yeah, because which there are some, but you know what I'm saying. They have a different swagger about them, and they probably was the player nigga in the streets, the smooth nigga.
Saban is a real. He a real like vibe coach though, man. Like he a player coach. That's why another reason a lot of players go there. Like how we vibe right here. You can have a full conversation with Saban, being yourself type deal. Like, and he ain't gonna judge you on nothing because
he the devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. They like you. That's what.
I vibe with you too. Then if you're gonna give me 1,000 yards a season, I vibe too. You do yourself shit. Run that ball.
Nick Satan.
In fact, he the devil, man. He the devil, man. Let me tell you something. I heard, and it's good coaches.
They call him
Nick Satan.
Nick say he the devil, man. I don't know what else to tell you. That's Lucifer, and people probably thought he would come back and be something crazy. That nigga wanted to be coach football. That's just what he wanted to do.
Out of all the shit he could have came back and did.
Yeah.
Give me Alabama.
I mean, this is probably, 100th life. He just picking different careers, and that nigga chose to be
But he
Satan.
definitely something different, bro, because I can remember when he first got to Alabama, nobody was talking about no damn Alabama. First year, this man out the gate, cooking people. I'm like, bro,
Week 3.
man,
Week
cooking
3,
people, bro. No, ain't even faking,
Week
bro.
3.
Been cooking people ever since.
Ever since, man. You can't
But
do
y'all
that.
got to think about it. He won a national championship at LSU and went to Miami.
Yeah.
And flopped.
Can't do them grown men like that.
He
That's the
went to
difference.
Miami
They
and
make
flopped.
more money than the coach.
And then then he came back.
Yeah, his system don't work in the NFL.
No.
Like no, that's why I don't think Buddy's gonna do well in Jacksonville. What's his name? Meyer. I don't think Urban Meyer gonna do good. It's just, bro, like that dictatorship mentality that they have in college does not work in the NFL. These folks are already paid.
Right.
Yeah, you got to use a different means of motivation. That's why the younger coaches do better than the older coaches in the NFL, because they understand how to communicate with these dudes.
Right.
You know, it's more on I'm asking you for a favor versus me telling you what to do.
Them Michael Singletary ass niggas. I knew he wasn't
Not gonna make it. Them old coaches, that old school shit. That what was the boy name? The legendary coach, Dallas Cowboys, New York Giants.
my dog.
Meanest coach in history. Parcells.
Yeah,
Yeah, it don't work. You can't coach in the NFL no more. You need the young guys, the Packers coach. Yeah, you need. Come on, man.
That's why Pete Carroll do so well. Even though he's an older cat, he's
adjusted.
a player's coach. Like he want to be.
My dog Freddie Splain, he at Seahawks.
Yeah.
And he said
He's
swag. He cool.
He said Coach Pete a real cool dude, man. Like he like a real life player coach. Like he like the vibe.
That's why he don't even look that old. That nigga like 102.
That's why
he old as fuck.
He got in trouble for dating one of the students at the college. He think he's still young.
I fuck with him. Good job.
He think he's still a young man.
If that dick still jump, you young. Do that thing. Then listen, Pete Carroll ain't. You feel me? But that's just what it is, man. I mean, a girl told me this shit in high school, bro. And I know there are good coaches. Nothing's absolute. We say this all the time. There are coaches who really do care about the players. You feel me? But in large, they don't give a fuck about you. That's just what. Listen,
because if you can't run that ball and catch that ball, they ain't in your neighborhood. They ain't in your living room.
We were state champs. You feel me? Couldn't tell a shit running around Pine Forest. You feel me? There was this girl. She was kind of slow, but this shit. I wish I had this shit in the plaque where she said this. Right? So we out of class. We ain't got to do nothing that the regular students do. We us, man. We ain't got to do nothing y'all do.
Right?
When y'all when the bell ring, that shit don't mean shit to us. Right? So she was looking at us. She say, "Them crackers don't love you." And I say, man, it didn't mean shit to me at the time. I like, man, bitch, shut up. What you talking about, bitch? Shut up. Brother, this no lie. After this, why I don't fuck with Paula to this day. Fuck Jerry Paula. Brother, our last game of playing football, when we was done, it was over. Scenes, if you going to college, school, whatever, it was over, right? We was hanging around the locker room like we always do. That man said, hey, y'all got to get from down here. Ooh. And the first thing that came in my mind was, them crackers don't love you. I said, man, I should have got them etched that shit in the motherfucking.
What's crazy, I done been around that too though. Like Copeland did that though. Like after the seasons, Pollard didn't told the scenes or whatever. Like even though after my time type deal, Pollard, like he done told players like, yeah, you gotta leave or do certain things. Yeah. But like when you like his certain player, I say I was one of his favorite players that he ever coached type deal.
Because you benefit him though. That's what people gotta understand though.
Right.
It ain't that you just catching the ball and doing whatever, brother. You making them money. You feeding their family. Yeah. Coach Pollard right now is he was. I don't know what they call it. The DA, whatever AD. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Pollard can't coach a lick. That man Pollard can't put two sticks together and coach a fucking football game. He just had talent. You feel me? And a lot of these coaches are like that. They better at managing personalities. I'm not gonna say Nick Saban can't coach football. I've never been around him, but if you gave me all the talent he had, I get one.
Yeah.
Right now, I can get one right now with my football knowledge. You feel me? Yeah. So a lot of times that people don't understand, brother. You are making them millions and millions of fucking dollars. Man, I love the nigga making me millions too.
And I ain't got to give you none of it?
What?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what you want to talk about, brother? What's going on in your life? What you say it's like back in the hood, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. And you feel me? And a lot of these coaches, especially from high school, if you that guy, they benefit to keep being nice from you because you might go to the next level.
Right.
So I can benefit from you some more. But in his case, it's just like he looking around. He ain't got no Division I signees.
Right.
He like, get the fuck out of my locker room. It's over. It's just like anything else. People do it in life.
Right. Yeah. So don't ever feel like, man, you owe them nothing, brother. You out there making them money. You out there, like you said, you a business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You everything you do is for yourself. Everybody, there are a lot of people eating off you. Even when you go pro, you're gonna make a lot of money. But there's other people who benefit
make more money off more money off you than you making off yourself.
The person that's making the phone call gonna make at least 20%.
Right.
Calling the team, hey, we want to talk about this contract, and
you gonna have owners eating dinner with you and shit like that, and you'll look around one day and just look at yourself. Be like, man, would you eat dinner with me if I couldn't catch a football or run like that?
Absolutely not.
Would you even care who I was? And I'd be the same person, the same nice, genuine, humble human being I am. Would you even take a call from me?
Yeah.
No.
I say this all the time. My first little glimpse of fame is when I did the TV show Ink Master, and I was at a tattoo convention. And people were like asking to take pictures and shit. Right. So I get up and take the pictures and shit and do the thing, woo woo. And somebody asked me like, bro, how does it feel to be famous or big? Like, how does it feel when people ask you to take pictures with them? I'm like, it don't feel like shit. And I said, I'm gonna tell you why, because the picture ain't about me. You feel me? If I wasn't somebody that would get them some type of notoriety or attention, they wouldn't want to take a picture with me. The reason is motherfuckers that you see in your comments hating and saying everything negative about you. But as soon as they see you out and about, they want to take a picture with you. The same motherfucker that they said wasn't shit, right? And it's like this. They want to take that picture for this reason. They don't give a damn about you. They can get bragging rights off of you. They can get attention off of you. Right. You feel me? People are going to praise them for being around you. They don't give a fuck about you. You could have been anybody famous. I've seen it happen with Trump. Like you have, I don't know if you ever seen that ESPN skit where they had what baseball player was it? It was a baseball player that everybody hated, bro. And it had his little full body little poster board out in the park, and he was asking people, "What you think about him?" But he was standing behind it.
Right.
That's what you think about him. Oh, he terrible. He shit. He ain't this, he ain't that. Ooh, then he will pop up from behind and they be like, oh, and they want a hug and a picture. And I'm just like, bro, that just let you know it's not about you. So that's what something that always kept my ego in check, is that I knew that don't nobody give a fuck about you. Everybody, all people care about is how they can benefit from you, what they can get out of being around you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't make it, like I said, if you don't make it, 80% of the people around you are gonna disappear.
They're gonna have a story.
Only people, yeah. Bro, we watch it all the time. LeBron James win a championship. Everybody a fan. LeBron James lose. Them same people who are fans, he ain't shit. It's like you play in an arena one night and then you go to a different team and return to that same arena. You learn that they never gave a fuck about you. Yeah. They loved you because you were wearing their uniform.
You seen they burn his jersey.
You feel me? And then you come back and get them a championship. Now we love you again.
Love you, which is crazy.
So that's why I say don't get too high off the love. Don't get too high off the hate, because none of that shit matters. You just got to be in tune with who you are and how you feel about yourself, because the rest of that shit is for the birds, bro. So just keep that in your mind, bro. Like all this praise, because you, like, a lot of guys develop a God complex from that shit, and they start feeling like they really that deal, and it ain't got nothing to do with you, bro.
I just want you to have fun, man. I'm gonna vicariously live through you. Now I'm gonna follow you, man. When you get to the league, you got an old lady. I don't want to say nothing. No. Okay, cool. Yeah, when you get, listen, when you get to the league, man, have fun, man. Do what, man. Listen, fuck as many bitches as you can. Listen, straight up, have some fun. Just wear a rubber, have fun,
listen,
brother.
Man, don't thought him out no more than he already thought out.
Listen, what I'm gonna tell you. You got to venture out, man. You got to fuck hoes of different races. Do stupid shit while you fucking them. Make them say shit that they wouldn't normally say. Like, you fuck an Asian girl, make her pronounce shit she can't say, like Tom Thumb. She can't say Tom Thumb. Have a good time. Yes, brother. When you fuck a black girl, make her say shit she'll never say in her regular life. Shit like, I'm sorry, or it's my fault. Shit that they don't say. Like, have a good time, brother. That's all I want you to do. That's all
you definitely gotta have fun with this shit.
Yes, man. You gotta have fun. And then you can rock out and settle down and all that shit later, man. But have a good time.
Yeah, because this shit ain't shit ain't all that shit.
Yes, Asian can't say Tom Thumb. That'll eat an Asian. Actually, Asian say Tom Thumb. Never make it. They gonna get Tom. It's gonna take them a second, but Tom gonna get. But the thumb
behind the thumb.
What? Done. What? Thumb ain't coming.
I'm sorry. My fault.
Yeah, exactly. The black woman ain't never said my fault unless some dick was under. She'll say anything if you jugging her, right? Have fun, man.
Man, you crazy, man.
I just, you know.
Ridgeway, what you got going on in life, man? What you got going on, man? Because I know we come from the same place, man, and I know you've overcome some odds too, man. You got a lot of businesses around here. Your family got all the money.
No, we don't.
Yeah, y'all
don't
do.
let nobody.
Yeah, I ain't trying to.
All
the
rich people say.
Man, I'm telling you.
You ever notice all the rich people act like that? Why do people with money do that?
They country card game rich.
I'm like, bro, we go out to eat or something. I'm like, bro, why you getting certain things like type deal? Like, we go to the mall. I don't got the money he got, but if I like something nice, I'm gonna buy that because I got the money right there. But he'll be like, I'm not buying that, bro.
But that's how you get rich. That's how you stay rich.
I'm like, bro,
while you purchasing, they saving. Yeah, but these folk country card game rich, man. Y'all don't even know they own a lot of the clubs y'all be partying in, a lot of the restaurants y'all eating in, and it's just one of my player partners from around the way. And I brought him on because he's somebody that's a avid fan of the podcast. Like, anytime one airs, he'll always call me and give me feedback. He do it with my music too.
Work.
Yeah, he gonna always call me and say, "Hey man, that song, so and so and so and so, or the podcast." I say, you know what? How about you bring your ass on since you want to, since you got input. It's always good, good shit. But I'm like, I like to bring people on who support us, because a lot of the times, the people who are really fans of your shit and the people who really support your shit get looked over a lot of the time. You know,
this I know you had money. How old are you?
I'm 46.
Yeah, but your teeth 21. You got the nicest teeth to be for the. Listen, that's how I know you got. That's people with money. Listen, I'm mid-30s and I can't eat potato chips. Them bitches hurt my teeth. I know you got some money.
If I told you the story behind them, it would blow your mind.
Yeah, I just want to know.
A friend of mine did them for me. Did it. I was doing some landscaping work for him.
Right.
And I was missing my tooth because I broke it. Me and your brother and Gary was sitting on my porch eating some ribs, and I broke my tooth. And they laughed at me.
That's a dumb ass way to lose a tooth.
Yeah.
I'm thinking he gonna say that. Listen, I'm thinking
he would have said they had a fight, huh?
Nah, I'm thinking he say he landscaping. I'm thinking he gonna say accident happened and shit the chew. The nigga say I was eating some ribs.
We had went to Rogers and got some food. We was on the road just hanging out, man. And
some tender barbecue too.
And it happened. It broke, and I ended up going to one dentist getting a flipper, and I didn't like the flipper. So
What the hell is a flipper?
Where they give you the false, where they put the teeth in, you pop it in your mouth.
Oh, okay.
I didn't like that,
Gotcha.
so I just wore it without and met
Teeth wig.
Met Dr. Met Dr. Stamatolus, and he found out I do landscaping, so he called me out to his office. Plus, I coached his son at the Baby Rattlers.
I got a crack though. Y'all got a cheap. That's what it is. That's what it is. A teeth wig. Man, I gotta get this man a show.
Oh, he cold, man.
Man got a show.
I talked to Bone about him the other day, man. Yeah, so
I knew I was gonna get some tears at some
do
point.
some work, man. And he called me inside and say, "Sit in my chair."
Yeah, boy.
And when I went in there, he did everything that day. Gave me the temporary. And about 2 weeks later, he said, "Come back. I'll call you. Come back." Mm-hmm. You know. And when I went back, he had it.
Right.
And he was like, "I got something for you." And he went in there and did all the work, and he gave me the mirror, and I'm looking like, what the fuck?
These bitches fat.
And he was like, I said, well, what I owe? He was like, nothing. You owe me nothing. You coached my son. You took my son from being a fat, slow kid to...
That's tough.
Right.
You know.
Hell yeah, that's tough.
tough.
And believe it or not, he paid me for the landscaping work that I did.
That's tough.
Right.
Them type of people you got to keep in your life.
Oh, I'm still friends with him.
I was gonna say.
I want to know
how long ago was it when you got it done? How long ago was it?
2005.
And I'm gonna tell you how I know that.
got them shit done in 2005?
That's what I was just gonna say. I was gonna say, bro, your shit look better than people.
For
Your
real.
shit look better than motherfuckers that's getting their shit done. Right now, your shit look more natural, more real.
Listen, brother, when I tell you I take care of him because I cherish it, because it was something that he didn't have to do.
Right.
I want to know who cooked them ribs, man.
He said Rogers, man. I know they was tender.
They
You
got
don't
it.
break no teeth on Rogers barbecue.
That's because he misjudged the bite. You know how you think in your mind, you think you know how to. Right. Imagine like somebody gave you an apple and it was really a gummy bear. You bit it like an apple. Your teeth gonna go all the way through.
Yeah,
that
you gonna fuck something
up. Right. That's all it was. Them bitches were tender.
Man, that man, hell, man.
Yeah, man. And he actually owned the building down on 98 that we had. That was a club as well. He put us in there.
What businesses you got going on right now?
Well, I'm actually opening a commercial cleaning company because, believe it or not, that's where the money is.
That's slick. I was I was talking to my sister earlier. I was like, look, man, you need a business.
You, man, you can franchise right now for under $5,000, man, and they are required to go get you a certain amount of contracts, and you're required to get a certain dollar amount a year. They're required by the contract, or they have to give you your money back.
Right.
People don't want to work.
Man, that's crazy. That's dope.
Yeah, people don't want to work, so they'll pay you to come in and clean those big doctors' offices and lawyers' offices and some restaurants and these companies and stuff. They'll pay you to come clean them and pay you good money because you get paid by the square foot, not by the hour.
Right.
And if you're willing to start your company off and go do the work yourself, you can end up growing your contracts. Once you show them, hey, I can do this, they'll go get you another one. They'll go get you another one. And then what you have to do is find dependable people and pay them decent. and start putting them in buildings as you grow.
Right.
Because your team you have to have a good team.
That shit sounds like a damn good idea.
That was something that I always admired about you, bro. It's like when I talk to you, you always have insight that a lot of people don't have. And I don't think people understand that having a whole bunch of money ain't worth a damn if you ain't got no information or no insight.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just having insight with no money, you're gonna always gain some leverage.
That's why that was dope. That's one of the dopest shit I ever heard.
Right.
Most niggas be like, man,
they don't even know.
Out here, nigga, go get you some money. Like, nigga, how? What
right.
am I supposed
But
to
he telling you how.
You
feel me?
work.
Yeah, so it's different.
You gotta work. A lot of people don't want to work, man. That's the thing. People will look at you and say, "Ooh, he working over there," but they don't know that you working over here. You don't know what I make over here.
Right. They judging you because you going in with a mop and a broom and you got the whole contract. They don't even know.
They don't know because you work for this person that you making good money working at this spot. They all they see is, oh, they work at such and such and yada yada. But you can't count my pockets by me working at this job,
bro. There's somebody that's crazy successful, that's a millionaire or whatever you determine. But there's somebody at any job you can name has somebody that's crazy successful at it. Like I got a homie that detail cars. You feel me? Most people think detailing cars, I ain't no money. No, he make $250,000 a year. I got a homie who's a barber with no other barbers in the shop, $250,000 a year. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, you can be successful at anything if you got the right method and the right layout, because everything has levels. Right. Everything has levels.
You got to work at it.
Right.
Question for everybody at the table though: Do y'all think that that's a community thing, black thing?
What?
Do you think that? Do you think that we? I always say that when people hate on you for no reason, it's a sign of their own personal insecurities, right? Mm-hmm. So do you think that's a thing that we do, as in we'll look at a career choice that you have and we'll look down on you? Like, is it because we kind of got a lot of insecurity, so we look for reasons to try to down somebody? Because I've seen that. Like, we have found that a motherfucker because of what job they got.
But I think we just have certain
social media, man. It's social media.
We got certain stigmas behind certain shit. It's just like when it's like you program that way. Right. It's funny because I was telling somebody, I was like, there's always something going on. Like with the Civic Center, there's always something going on that we don't fucking know about because they don't advertise it to us. Mm-hmm. Like it might be a Garth Brooks concert and you pass by the Civic Center and that bitch got 10,000 cars outside. It's because they didn't advertise that to you. So it's so much shit that they don't advertise to us, and we get our concept of it. You know what I'm saying? A half-ass concept of what it is or what it could be. And it's like we have that concept about so many different things. When you look at like jobs like janitorial and shit, we look down on shit like that, but we don't really, right. We don't have the fucking information to know like how profitable shit is on the back end. Right. You feel me? If I tell you like I'm a trash man or I work with a trash company, it's like you think trash and that type of, that's like we taught to look down on certain shit. And I think we've been always, from the beginning, when you ask a black kid what he wants to be when he grow up, what are most black kids gonna say?
A rapper, athlete, entertainer.
You feel me? So this is why I feel like they love dangling that carrot out there for our kids. It's like we have this mentality to where you're either a 100 millionaire or you're unsuccessful. Right. We don't know nothing in between that. No, that's a fact. You feel me? And we think about $1 million. We don't understand that $1 and makes $100 and $100 makes $1,000. Right. We don't understand the process of doing it. We just hear it. Just like if we all of us have had conversations when we were younger discussing like how much somebody make and arguing about it. Oh, he ain't got more money than him, or he ain't got more money than him. Like just like I was telling you, my son would watch basketball and he would watch somebody like Caldwell Pope and be like, he trash. And I'm like, bro, that like our concept, you feel me? Right. It's like what's good and what's not is just it's here or here. You feel me? I'm just like, he in the NBA, son. Yeah. Like how?
That nigga walking most gyms to bust everybody.
Right, but I'm just like, son, like, so it's like that misconception of what it is though, right? That thought process will stop somebody from ever making it to the NBA. Mm-hmm. You feel me? Because you don't respect. You gotta respect all levels of shit. If you don't respect all levels of shit, you can't. Like they say, bro, there's no way to get to success without going through work. You feel me? And hard work. And we just feel like we can just skip over that shit. That's why we like easy. That's why we like to rap. Yeah. That's why everybody want to tattoo. Everybody want to do shit that's easy, that don't require no degree or no schooling or no work. So it's like we brainwashed like that, bro. I don't even think it's a hating thing. It's just the way we wired that way.
And you were saying you think it's social media.
It's a lot of social media because people look at other people's lifestyles and the way they do stuff, and they think that they're supposed to do that. Everything comes in your time. It's your season. You get it in a season. It happens, but you have to put the work in to get there. You know, it's everybody want to do something. It's just like in Pensacola. I'm glad everybody trying to do something better, something positive. But it's like one girl started selling lashes. Now it's 100 people selling lashes. One guy got a food truck. Now it's 100 people got a food truck. It's so many mobile boutiques now. Everybody want to open a restaurant. Everybody want to kind of, nobody comes up with their own ideas and try to do their own path. What they do is they see Bone came up with the rechargeable tattoo gun. Now everybody want to tattoo and put their thing on it. We got to start thinking outside the box and stop saying, "Oh, well, he made $1 million doing this. Let me do it."
Yeah, people are just too lazy to fucking think, bro. That's what's crazy. But like we'll need something. It's funny that I'll have somebody call my shop and say, "What's the address to the shop?" I'm like, "Bro, you got a big ass smartphone in your hand." It's like we so late. We don't.
But you know, in their mind though, they probably think to themselves that this ain't even on the map, which is the dopest thing about your shop. Yeah. I love the fact that I can look at it and be like, my dog's shop is really on this motherfucking internet map. That's dope as fuck to me, though.
Right.
Yeah.
It's just people are lazy, and I think people get caught up in the highlight reels. It's like kids will watch YouTube videos of Steph Curry, and it'll be a fucking compilation of all the shots he made. Yeah. So now my kid at the game, now mind you, Steph Curry is the greatest shooter in the game, but I've watched him go 2 for 14, 1 for 10. My son in the game shoot the ball one time and miss and won't shoot again because he embarrassed to miss. I'm like, bro, they miss. You're watching their highlights, just like we go to Instagram and watch people's highlights. They don't show you their low moments. You feel me? They don't show you their depression that they're going through. They don't show you none of that. They show you highlights, and you watching this shit all day long for hours, and all you see is highlights, and you start feeling like less your goddamn self. You feel like you ain't doing enough when you're doing plenty. You feel me? You're doing more than a lot of them. It's just you just don't put on the show good enough.
Listen, social media has gotten under my skin. I don't want to drift on nobody or nothing like that, but I got social media issues. I'll let you go if you want to say something first. I
just wanted to say this. I think, man, honestly, starting in middle school, we should start teaching our young people regular skills. I mean, life skills. Yes. Let me tell you something. My son is in school right now. He taking algebra, geometry, math. We was taking in high school. He taking in the 6th grade. And how many times you ever used geometry?
I said
only if I'm tutoring my kid in more geometry, but never in life.
Okay, unless you're gonna be doing something like CAD and design, you're never gonna use trig and calculus. But if I teach you how to manage money,
which is the most important thing,
if I teach you real life skills, I put you in real life situations on how to put on. So you ain't got to do the suit and tie anymore because that's outdated. But how to get casually dressed and go get a job, or I can put you in a real work type situation to show you, hey, it's light water, cable, now internet, because you got to have internet for everything. So there are 7 bills you're gonna have to pay. I don't care where you are in life, what you're doing. It's 7 bills you're gonna have to pay. If not, you're going to be like these people holding signs out there on the street if you don't pay them bills. And so I think we should teach children real life shit. You know, Georgetown is one of the best places in the world that don't get a lot of credit because they teach people real life skills out there. Yeah. But it should be starting in middle school, going all the way through high school.
But we got to understand as black people, though, is that they're never going to give us anything to get ahead. So that's off the board.
But we got to start teaching our kids.
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I was about to say, is that we have to understand is that we got to break the cycle. You feel me? We and it's like sometimes like we're getting this knowledge late in our lives. You feel me? But it's like as we give it to our kids, we can give it to them, and teach them to give it to their kids early. But it's just something we got to weed out.
America would never do that in general because you're killing off the working force. You understand what I'm saying?
You're taking people off the machine.
America is built on slave labor.
Well, they're beating us with the machine now. If you look at Walmart here.
But they doing that because, I mean, whatever's more cost beneficial for you, they'll take it away from you if they can benefit. The machine, they don't have to have insurance on the machine. Right. You know how much money a company saves with a less employee I have to insure?
Right.
Fuck the damn hourly wage. That's peanuts to them. Their fucking insurance is what break their ass.
Yeah.
So, of course, but they never going to teach you a skill unless you voluntarily go find it, because now I'm making you an owner and not a worker.
Right.
If we got a whole bunch of people with their own skill labels, then how is the rich going to be as gluttonous as they are and take as much as they, you know what I mean?
Right.
That's why they don't teach us that kind of shit.
But you know what's sad? If you drive around Pensacola, people say, oh, nobody's hiring, nobody's doing anything. Brother, do you know McDonald's, Chick-fil-A, Burger King, and all the shops in the mall are starting people at Pizza Hut. $14, $15 an hour.
Though.
Yeah.
$14, $15 an hour.
It's a stigma. I won't go do that because I don't want you to see me at Chick-fil-A.
Yeah,
I don't want you to see me at McDonald's. And I got all this swag in my life.
Right.
I got all this chest poked out, and then you got to come in here and see me with this goof ass McDonald hat on, not seeing that it's $15 an hour.
But they're not realizing that this person is making all this money to work in these places because they can't get anybody to work.
Yeah.
Right.
But like he said, black people don't give a fuck about the money at the end of the day. It's about the stigma. Just like I say all the time, if they sold Jordans and Payless, nobody will wear them. You feel me? Right. It's the same shoe. Nobody will wear them. It's just because of the status that come behind shit. We care about status more than anything. Most of the rich white people I know got a favorite pair of shoes.
No,
they wear that fucking pair of shoes with everything every day. They take pride in wearing a fucking pair of Chucks into the ground until their feet touch the sole. Until their feet touch the ground. So it's just like, bro, we just, our mentality about what wealth is. Our mentality is look rich. We don't really give a damn about really being rich.
My doctor has 7 outfits. He got 7 pair of pants, 7 shirts, and 4 pair of shoes. He'll show you the picture, brother. He say when one shirt go bad, I go buy another one, replace it. Mm-hmm. He say he can pack his whole life up in one carry-on bag and be in any country he want to be in because he's naturally a beach bum.
Mm-hmm. I fuck with you, Doc, but that's ridiculous. 7 outfits?
Yeah. 7 outfits.
Doc, you got to get some more clothes.
He say he wash twice a week and he don't worry about all that other stuff that. And I know
he lying. If he a doctor, he ain't washing clothes twice a week. Some of that shit he putting back on. Yeah, he wearing some of that shit.
It's highly possible.
Yeah, it's
but you know,
bank account probably.
He say it's very nice. He says, you know, he like traveling light and doing what he got to do. He say he can pack up and go.
When you rich for real though, bro, you don't give a damn.
So you get this right. So when you get drafted, we 7 outfits top. That's all we can do.
And that man can't wait to go in the Gucci store.
Yeah, listen, we ain't doing none of that. We 7 outfits. We gonna start. You gonna start a new trend for the athletes. We doing 7 outfits.
Listen, man, go to my dog Instagram, brother. He already dripped out.
With the grill.
But that's old. Now that we got the knowledge though, we different, right? We doing 7.
We all live different.
He gonna get it.
We all live different.
He gonna get it.
I want the flavor.
Yeah.
You want that?
He gonna get it.
Hey, he say Doc can have 7 outfits on.
I just hope he don't.
I ain't wearing no 7
outfits. But see, this is what people don't realize. Bro, when you get in the NFL, bro, you ain't.
I love that
well, my dog,
I don't want him to do the Mayweather.
Listen, man, when you get
I don't want you to do the Mayweather.
When you get to that level, bro, you don't pay for shit anyway. I don't think people realize that.
You seen that nigga got hair now?
Yeah.
That nigga
but I don't want
he got a whole head of hair.
A whole head of hair.
He could have had hair this whole time.
No, he didn't though. He went and got that shit put in. That's surgically. That nigga Mayweather don't have no hair, brother. All that shit's not real. That nigga went and got brother. Listen to me though. This is what he went too far.
Can't do it then.
This he can though, but LeBron don't have the time because you gotta let that shit heal. He sweat too much.
He tried something and it came.
Nah, listen. He went overseas and got they implant little pieces like real motherfucking hair. Like I know where the nigga went. I'm bald. I thought about it myself. I can't afford it. You feel me?
Would you think I'll be able to get the front with your money?
But yeah, that's it though. That's all I can do. But listen, yeah, that's it. But here's the thing. This is why I know the money don't make you cool. Okay, cool. You went and bought some hair, right? That nigga went and bought a beard with it. That's why that nigga, brother, that nigga came back with a fully connected fake beard too though. None of that shit that nigga have. I said this shit here crazy. Bro. That nigga,
he don't know what to do with the money, man.
He don't though.
But
He
you know,
bored.
he
bored.
public enemy number one though.
Who? Floyd?
Yeah, Floyd.
I mean that's cool, but he
public enemy. A lot of people don't like Floyd, man. I
love him. Man.
I do too.
And I'm gonna tell you why I love
like
him.
that.
Yeah, motivation.
I love him because he beat the system.
Yeah.
And anybody that beats the system, bro, he beat the system to where motherfucker were taking motherfuckers and using them until they were done being used. You feel me? And he flipped the system. That's why they hate him so much. Yeah, it's because he beat the system.
And he got some of the top boxers.
That's why everybody hate LeBron. LeBron fucked the NBA up. Like he fucked the system up. He fucked the system up. He's the reason why motherfuckers can pick where they want to go. He's the reason why people going to play where they want to play and doing what they want to do. He's the reason why players have power. And it's just like, I don't see how you could hate somebody like that. Even though like Mayweather, his personality may not be everybody's cup of tea, but you got to watch it what the man doing.
You think you can hang around? How long you think you hang around?
I
Mayweather
couldn't.
before you got
Not 5 minutes. Not 5 minutes.
Fade him.
Yeah. He had to beat me up 100%. Because I just feel like he talked to everybody around him any kind of way. 1,000%.
I give you 24 hours before you have to
decide
whether you want them hands or not. Though.
But what he's done is legendary.
You don't want to fight him though.
I would Mayweather. What? And we talking about regular? Why y'all do this? Why y'all do this?
You just said you're whooping.
It's a lot of. Listen, it's a lot of fighters that I can't whoop. I don't even.
You whoop right now?
He said he said he was right. He just said it 3-4 times. I told him beat his ass.
Beat his ass.
Mayweather beat his ass too.
Listen to what
y'all
say.
You'll whoop Mayweather though.
Listen to what
you'll whoop Mayweather.
His weight alone.
Listen to me, brother.
I ain't going for it.
I understand that. I understand that.
You don't even want to hear an explanation.
If you was talking about what's the one name Crawford and all of them, I wouldn't even fuck with them. I don't stand a chance, right? We talking about Floyd Mayweather. How much does Floyd weigh?
You can whoop Floyd.
154.
You can probably whoop Floyd.
280 pounds. Not only am I 280 pounds, have you seen any of my, I'm not a very popular Instagrammer, have you seen any of my workout videos, brother? I'm strong. I'm probably the strongest person in the city. That's not a joke. That's not
what you benching right now?
Like 525.
Okay.
I'm squatting about 650, deadlifting about 650.
You got me by what? Like
he's strong now.
He's strong. 525.
Yeah.
That's a lot of weight, bro.
That's a lot of weight. I lift a lot of weight too now.
That's a fact. No, it ain't a diss to nobody.
But if he get out first, you dead.
So,
if you get out first, though.
I eat one of Floyd blows. I might be a little. I'm gonna just lay on. Here's the thing. I eat one of them. It might cut me good because he's skinny. But this is what I'm saying. I will never whoop Floyd in the boxing ring or Roy Jones or any nigga who started boxing last month will whoop me in the boxing ring. I don't have no win. You feel me? But if we just outside and me and this little nigga disagreeing, I'm gonna choke Floyd ass out. They gonna have to come get me off Floyd.
Right.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
That's why he went
You
about.
talking about just hand in hand?
Yeah, no, hell no.
Nah, they ain't talking about Kimbo Slice style. He talking about street fight grabbing and everything.
I'm throwing in the towel. Floyd in the ring and come get me, man.
I think Roy whoop you both ways though.
No, he cannot, brother. That man is 50-some years old. He can't. I'm sure he will. I'm not saying Roy's scared or he
fast as fuck.
Yeah, that man is 52.
He fast as fuck still.
Them punches gonna hurt.
I will say this though.
But listen, who's to say he gonna get to throw a punch? Y'all not. We talking about we just talking outside. I'm gonna grab him immediately when I see the shit's going wrong.
He gonna get a punch, but you gotta.
Yeah, exactly.
But you might be sleep though.
He not gonna sleep me though. I'm not gonna.
You gotta do what Fat Joe did to grab his hand first when y'all talking.
Right, exactly. See, that's a big nigga move. Like Fat Joe know what's up. Like, hey, chill out.
Let me make sure these stay in sight.
Thank you.
Let me make sure these stay in sight because if you don't get these off, I got you.
But I run a whole circle before I let that nigga hit me. But when I get through with that circle, when I realize he can't punch from the angle I'm at, he threw.
His win ain't good at 54 either though. So
it's better than mine. I wouldn't even chance.
It's better than yours for sure. It's better than everybody in this room.
He's lightning fast still though. At his age, he still can get down.
You ever squeeze like a little ball or something and see the top pop out, they get bigger?
Yeah.
When I get on that nigga Roy or whatever, and y'all see me squeezing him and his head getting big, come get me. That nigga not gonna whoop me. Let me stop that. I love Roy Jones. Why do y'all make me do this? I fuck with you, Roy. Please don't let this podcast. Yeah, I love Roy Jones. That nigga's a living. He's the Michael Jordan of his sport.
Nah, fuck all that. Champ, this about the 4th time this man say he'll whoop you, man. I need to get with Dean Tool, man. And set this up. MMA
it's gonna
style.
It's gonna be a
UFC style.
Yeah, it's gonna be a UFC.
Because I really want to see him like pap you. I don't want to see him knock you out. I just want to see
He's
him.
Not gonna knock me
I just
out.
want to see him pap you a few times.
Listen,
I want you to tap before he even get done.
How about this? Y'all just tell me y'all story. How many times y'all seen Roy fight on the ground?
Never.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I done seen some people.
That's what we going to the mat instantly. You ain't never seen Roy fight without no shoes on. MMA, you don't even have no shoes on. It's gonna be a whole different setup for him and me.
That shit be funny as hell, boy.
Right.
You know what's gonna be funny?
What?
You coming from across the cage, right? Trying to duck that first punch to get in.
Nah, I'm gonna play with him. I'm gonna fuck with him a little bit. Like I gotta put on the show like I got some hands.
Conor McGregor.
You can say what now?
Conor McGregor.
Would I fight? Hell no.
Hell no.
Fuck.
He a machine.
Because he got too
No,
many.
you can't. Yeah,
no, that's his land. I'm not fucking hell no.
No way.
Don't make no fool
Hell,
out of
Floyd
me.
didn't want none of him in no
MMA.
cage. He damn near whooped him in the boxing match. He damn near whooped him in that if he wouldn't have got tired.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he won the first 5 or 6 rounds.
I don't want no smoke.
Yeah, that man, he official all the way around the board.
That's one of my biggest fears at like a bar. Like when a little small motherfucker say something, and I think he just a little nigga.
Man, I'm checking ears, man. I'm gonna look at your ear. If you got that little fat thing on your ear, I ain't, bro. You won. Yeah, you won, bro.
You got to show me one though.
Yeah, I ain't got time for it, bro.
Bro,
do you know how crazy? Do you know how crazy you gonna look getting choked out on the floor and you laying in some Hennessy, getting goddamn crossface chicken wings?
But listen,
your nice ass outfit because I know you're gonna be fresh.
Listen, just get ready for this though. When I whoop Roy in the UFC thing, I'm gonna jump over the cage like I just whooped the champ. You know how you get on the half of the cage and talk to the crowd. That's how I'm talking to y'all.
Man.
Like I told y'all.
Stop it, cause he crazy enough to do this.
He'll do
shit,
it.
Man.
Let's do it. I just need a check like
He'll do it.
and I'll do it. That should be the best time of my fucking life.
They ain't gonna try to give you 500.
I mean, I'm gonna pay him then. Yeah, put that down.
You know he ain't gonna pay nobody.
That check, so when you recover,
just in case that nigga whoop me, you think I'm gonna take that scrutiny on the internet for no man? I need that money, man.
Don't be
funny.
like Lil Nate, man. You know.
Nah,
internet
but
dude knocked Nate out.
Nate got in a whole boxing match like it's gonna be in the street. That
Right.
Jake Paul trained the box.
Yeah,
but
he would have been better than MMA.
People don't understand boxing is a skill, brother. That's not a fight like you outside. That is
Nate,
man.
just,
Yeah,
it was embarrassing how Nate got knocked out.
As much as people hate that boy, man, that boy can fight, man.
who that? Jake?
Yeah, he can fight, bro.
He
Yeah,
ain't
but
fighting
he-
no
he
fighters.
selling
But he
That's
can
what I'm
fight.
saying.
Yeah, of course, he's not gonna be the world-renowned professional
Right.
boxer. But I don't think
But
there's
don't
many
get
people
too
who.
cocky and go to calling people out, brother.
But that's what he be. But he ain't calling out no real boxers
He
though.
called Mayweather out.
But he know
but
that's
he know
a
that's
check.
money. That's a check. He know he
Yeah.
can't beat Mayweather. He want that money. I'll call him out if I'm gonna get paid.
And they gonna get a check.
Shit, beat the brakes off me.
What? He gonna get about 50.
Yeah, I'm gonna look good as shit getting beat the shit out of.
Cause his pay per view against this motherfucker, they said it was like the 10th
He finna
highest
fight
pay
his
per
brother.
view of
He
all
finna
time.
fight the Jake Paul brother.
Who?
They already said.
Floyd?
Yes,
Oh,
they already said.
Oh my god.
Yeah. What's his brother's name?
big-
Logan.
the big
He finna fight
Logan,
Logan
yeah.
Paul.
He finna fight the big one.
Man, them boys so fucking smart, bro.
They are though.
They
Because
smart,
they
bro.
gonna get so many views behind it.
Yeah.
And all, they
Some people are just masters of manipulation, bro, of the marketing and the game. They know how to take your anger and your frustration and your hate and turn it into dollar
use his
signs.
ego against him.
Man, and these folks
They
smart,
use
bro.
his ego.
But
These folks be trolling just to be trolling, bro.
Hate is worth just as much as love, brother. It's worth.
It's worth
financially,
more.
It's worth, yeah, absolutely.
Because every villain in the movies are more revered than the fucking superhero. We don't give a damn about Batman.
No, people paid. To
We
see
like the
Floyd,
Joker.
Yeah, people paid to see Floyd get whooped.
Yes.
He just never. It just never happened.
Never happened.
Right. That's
I'm
why
buying these
he's the
tickets to see
richest,
this
because
nigga
we hate him the most.
Right.
The fighters we love, goddamn
But
retired
boxing
broke.
ain't the same since he gone though.
Boxing just out of here.
That's just like basketball. LeBron going, they're gonna be the same.
Facts.
Yeah.
I ain't watching no
Cause
one.
they all gonna leave at
Yeah,
the same
you gotta
time.
have a villain, bro. When he not playing, it's like, what the fuck are we doing? Who we hating on now?
That's like
That's
when
crazy.
Vic left the game.
Mike Vick. I miss my dog too. Vic was that stick.
They got my dog. They got my dog. Shell shocked, bro.
Vic.
Man, I be
He's
watching
supposed
him.
to be.
Man, I be watching him doing interviews. Man, he like a whoop slave. Man, I be like, bro, he ain't gonna never say nothing trill ever again
It's his-
because he understand it's not even worth it. Because the thing about it, when he was down, we shitted on him, and he was broke. You feel me? And now he got his bread back. He like, bro, I'm not. Some people be so
he
traumatized
get-
from standing up from
he
us,
get
bro. They don't want to do it no
features.
more.
All right, so look,
features and stuff.
we're gonna take this as a clip. This is gonna be a Michael Vick, just a little brief 5-minute clip though. Was his homeboys out of bounds for letting him ride?
Most
out?
definitely.
Yes,
1,000%.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Mom,
1,000%.
What kind of homeboys do you
all gotta
have?
go.
You didn't
brother?
have. He didn't have no homeboy.
This man got a
He had some users.
$20-some million contract and gonna get another one. He young if he keep balling it, and then
And nobody step up and say, hey,
Man.
it was me. Nobody.
I ain't even have to be there.
And we
Hey,
snitched on you.
yeah.
Not only did we not take the rap,
Right.
we told on you.
And you was living in my mansion.
Yeah.
And I was feeding everybody.
Man, we could have sat down and negotiated that, man. For
wasn't
every
even-
year I'm in prison,
Make
I
sure I'm
Hey,
took care of.
just
I'ma
need
tell
a meal
y'all-
for every year I'm in
Wait a
prison.
minute.
That's reasonable,
I'ma give
I
y'all
think.
something. I'm gonna give y'all something
Yeah.
real. my first trip to prison, plot the guy that did the shooting with pliers down in Gainesville, when they were shooting one of his bodyguards or whatever friends was shooting in the club, they gave this dude 5 years. This dude ain't say nothing about pliers or none of that.
Smart man.
This dude wore his charge and went to prison. He came out of Gainesville, came to Lake Butler, Florida, where I was. And everybody was talking about, this the guy that, yada, yada, yada. Brother, he was getting money on his books on a regular basis. Not one time did he ever say that man had anything to do with this incident, because the fight broke out in the club, and he just shot up in the air to kind of clear the way to get him out the club. Because if anybody ever been to a Plies concert, he got a gang of security around him. He don't want nobody close to the stage and all that. And somehow they're gonna get him out of there quick. And dude never mentioned his name.
He probably got out and ate like a king too, like you should.
Yeah, I mean, because he didn't want to stop his homeboy career at that time.
Yeah, man.
He was not going to let his homeboy be derailed.
If you $1 million nigga, man, and because shit gonna happen.
Yeah,
$1 million dude, you supposed to have fall guys,
right,
man.
100%.
That's what
you around to be the fall guy.
That's what every rich white man has.
A fall guy.
When some shit go wrong for a billionaire or a white business owner, man, they got fall guys, man. Take that from me, man. Go sit down.
I got you.
Yeah,
I got you.
That's just how that shit's
because it ain't about it. We lose everything if I go away, and you dead anyway.
And that's what happened to Vic. He just got blessed to get it again.
Yeah,
because
he got it. He got it in the fashion now, though, bro. He really can't even enjoy it, man. This man can't even be himself, man.
That's the herpes. That ain't the money. I gotta stop saying shit on the pod. My bad.
Yeah, man. My dog can't even fucking enjoy it no more, man.
Man,
and
wow.
They got my dog goddamn muzzled. They asked him some shit on like anything political or about black people. And he's Stephen A. Smith, and I just be like, damn.
Nah, he is more one of them other ones. Stephen will get a little. Steven,
but
Mike be like,
damn, y'all saying Mike don't. I ain't seen him answer nothing political. I ain't never. My dog.
Exactly. Exactly.
No comment.
Exactly.
No comment.
Yeah, Mike ain't finna fuck that bag up again.
Comment.
Because it's like it's funny because you'll have a guy like Michael Vick, and it's like when they introduce him, it's always Michael Vick has come a long way since the dogfighting incident,
right?
But it's never Ben Roethlisberger has come a long way from the rape allegations, or Peyton Manning has come a long way from the rape allegations. Right. It's like
they don't think about it.
They don't even talk about it.
Right?
Being settled.
They don't even.
Which that's a whole. I can't wait to have a podcast on that settlements for rape. That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother. We ain't gonna even get into that.
Yeah, but he absolutely. I don't even want to get into rape. I'm gonna just leave that alone. Yeah, exactly. But man, I don't blame Mike for being like that though. I guess he felt like the community felt he was doing some real nigga shit. Well, that's not real nigga shit, but in his mind,
right?
I'm gonna do it for the homies, dog fight ring, and then everybody folded on him.
That's
you
crazy.
Feel me? So he probably not like, man, I don't want to speak up for none of that shit, man. That shit let me down. You feel me? So he probably felt like, you know what I mean?
I got a question for you before we close out, Jake. Your dream scenario, right? All right, you ball out this year, you go crazy, right? What, like, if you had to like give me your dream scenario, where you would be playing, what you would be doing, where you would be living, how shit would be, what that look like?
Playing ball?
Yeah. Yeah,
what
like
city?
Yeah, like all that.
Like in the league?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is after college.
Where would you like to go?
You the number one prospect. You feel me? And you in the draft room and you hoping somebody pick you. Who you hoping? Who you hoping for? Where you want to be?
Come for nothing. I don't care where I go. I go to Cleveland Browns.
I feel you.
I go to Cleveland Browns. Where the bag at?
But Cleveland looking good now. Cleveland ain't looking like the Cleveland of old.
I go to the Jets.
I will say this though. Sometimes it benefits a player to get drafted not so close to the top and far away because you don't end up in a shitty situation. I felt like the worst thing that could have ever happened to Trent was him getting drafted that high, especially as a running back.
That's a fact.
That means you're going to a team that don't have a line more than likely. You're going to a team that don't have a quarterback more than likely, and the morale is low. You're probably going to a shitty situation, which means that they're bringing you in to be the savior. And if you don't save them within the first couple years, you're dead. And football is not a sport where you want to come in to be the savior unless you're a fucking quarterback. You don't want to come in to be the savior at a running back, because if you don't get 1,000-yard season, guess what? You out of the league and you're bust.
They're dependent positions.
They're dependent positions.
Right.
You feel me? And you don't want to be in that situation because you'll end up out the league real quick and you seem like a bust. Like, there's not a running back in NFL history that could have made that Cleveland Brown teams that team a winning team with that line. There has never been a running back in NFL history outside of Barry Sanders, really, that was successful with never having any other pieces around them. Right. So it's just like, especially as a wide receiver, let's say you go to a situation to where you go to a team that got a terrible quarterback. You feel me? That affects your numbers. And people don't give a damn who the quarterback is. They're going to look and say, oh, he ain't had no catches. He ain't had no yards. He had no nothing. They not going to goddamn look at the fact that I was throwing you the ball. Right. You know,
and that affects contracts in the future.
All of that.
That's why them boys.
So that's why I say some guys like end up going later in the draft, and they end up in beautiful situations because you're on a successful team. So where you play a role, you can sit back. You ain't got to be depended on so soon. You can sit behind somebody, a veteran that can show you the ropes, and you can learn the position.
I'm gonna say you're gonna be in Dallas because
man, please don't.
I'm gonna root for the Cowboys. What's wrong, man? What's wrong with the Star?
That's where you Dallas, bro. You're gonna be back in Pensacola in 2 years.
Man. Listen, y'all might not win no Super Bowl.
You're gonna be an assistant coach at the scam. You fucking around with Dallas.
That man gonna be best friends with Jerry on the yacht. That's what you supposed to be.
Until they cut him.
What they gonna cut him for? Jerry love his people, man. He ain't got to.
Man, he do it as long as you're winning.
Yeah, but they don't never win though.
Exactly.
But
they win games. They don't win. They don't win.
So that's what I'm saying.
They don't win games that count.
One of them receivers. I think we about done with Coop. You know what I'm saying?
How do you end up being a Cowboys fan? That's what I'm curious about, because we got a lot of them here. And you're not an Emmett fan, are you?
No, hell no.
So how you end up Cowboys?
But it just back when I was young, I didn't grow up in the era where I got two favorites. You just had to, you know what I mean. So in college, the Gators was the shit. Danny Warfield and all them boys. And that was on TV. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
The Cowboys was the shit.
Every
the Cowboys was the shit.
Monday night
they
or Sunday, you saw the Cowboys.
They were.
If you liked the player on another team back then, the Cowboys went and bought him. There was no salary cap. So anybody who was fired, like Deion was cutting up, I was like, man, Deion called. Next thing you know, he with us.
Man, I've been a horrible sports fan my whole life. Every team I ever liked ain't never won shit. I'm a Buffalo.
But you like to go against the
grain. I was a Buffalo Bills fan. I was a Raiders fan.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a Raiders fan. Knicks fan. Like, we ain't never won shit.
Now look, now watching the year, the Raiders, you want to go play for us? That's how it's going to be.
Yeah, I'm going to be front row.
You going to be like, yes, sir? Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm painting my face and everything. He go to the Raiders. I'm going to be out there in what they call it.
What do they call it?
What they call that shit? Damn, I'm a Raiders fan and don't know that.
Yeah, used to be Black Hole.
Black Hole. I'm going to be out there in the Black Hole with no shirt on, body painted, jumping around with the white boys.
They ain't even going to do that in Vegas no more, man.
I don't give a damn how cold it is.
They still do it.
Yeah, they shouldn't have no football team in Vegas, though. That's a whole nother story.
I mean,
yeah, that's hard to do.
That's dangerous.
It was more money. It was more money, man.
Yeah, we
more money.
I would have been get kicked all the time. I be dropping passes, betting on myself on the parlay, dropping passes and shit. They be like, man, we gotta get him out of here, man.
Listen, man, we going on an hour and 40. I just want to tell y'all what made me mad. Then we can get up out of here, man. I'm gonna let y'all go, bro. I seen a post on the internet that made me mad at any other post I ever seen in my life. Right. All the racial stuff and everything. It just rubbed me the wrong way. Everybody is important on social media, right? Everybody think they so important on social media, brother. It's this girl on my page. She about 300 pounds, right? And like, seriously, I'm not exaggerating or nothing. If I had to guess, she in that range, 280, 300, right? She posted something that rubbed me the wrong way, bro. You know what she posted, man? She posted, he called me Big Brr. Listen to me, brother. I don't know why that got under my skin.
Boy, you can't let her be confident,
brother. He don't call her that. She made me mad, and this is what I'm saying. I'm not body shaming nobody or nothing. I have no problem. I have a titty to stomach ratio. I don't care what you look like. Just if you got small titties, you shouldn't be big. You ate yourself that big. You shouldn't be built like a smart car. If your bra size sounds, listen, I'm just saying. If your bra size sounds like an exit, that's not right. What is a 51A? That's all back. You shouldn't have that. So that's what I'm saying. So I'm not body shaming you, but if you big with no titties, you did that to yourself. You're not supposed to be that big. You understand? So I had a problem with that, and it started drifting off into more shit I got a problem with. Like we say shit to make T-shirts on this show, right? I think we need a shirt that says "thick is for thighs." You understand? That's all the thick is for. I'm sick of these fucking thigh knee ankle bitches. I'm sick of that shit though.
What the
All
fuck-
that shit,
what?
all of that shit shouldn't be
said a what?
this thigh knee ankle bitches.
Explain that to me.
I mean, that's when all this shit the same size. It's all like your knee is right.
The shin going to shoot.
Right. It's
Yeah,
like,
they look
brother,
like turkey legs.
why is your shit only a
Turkey
centimeter difference in every? Cause that's not how a body is supposed to build. You 25, but you got grandma knees. Where are your knees? Why can't I see your knees? I'm supposed to be able to see a woman's knee. You understand what I'm saying? And then you be out here boosting these hoes up talking about they thick and y'all get them pregnant.
And they
you
run tight.
No, and you wonder why your son play the flute. He not gonna be athletic. Look at his mama leg. Of course he not gonna do nothing athletic. Thick is for your thighs, brother. When you massage a woman, you're supposed to have like, the hips, get to the thighs, then you get down to the calves, and then it's supposed to get whatever. It shouldn't be this. That's how that stupid ass dance started. Oh, he the plug. Right. That's that shit. Right. You're not supposed to have that, brother. No, I'm just being serious though, brother. We need to start nipping this as men. We got to nip this in the butt. That's not thick.
Give me that one more time.
Yes. We got to stop doing that, brother. Your body shouldn't be thigh to thigh feet. Your body, that's not a body. You gotta have separation, brother. Thick is for your thighs, brother. And that's all I'm saying. I just wanted to get that off my chest. Stop boosting, right? Stop boosting them up. Get them in shape just a little bit. Make your girl go to the gym. Well, at least enough to
take a plate off
how
the
what day started? That he the plug. That's what it is. Listen, when you massage a woman, when you massage a chick, right? You're supposed to go hit. But listen, you're supposed to go from the hips, then you get a little thick thigh, right? Then it go down to the knees. You're supposed to feel a knee. It's a knee in there. Then you go down and you feel the calves. And then it's ankles. You fuck your girl, you want to grab some ankles, right? These bitches just built like this. Don't tell me you ain't never gave a girl a massage or thick and it was just one of these motions.
They whole leg built like your own.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's how Buddy did the dance though. That he the plug. Right. That's a thick bitch massage. What we call thick. That's not right, brother. So all I'm saying is those are the things that bother me. Your bra size should not be 51A. That's all back and no titties. That's ridiculous.
What the fuck is a 51A? It go to a B before it get to 51.
No, when you get that's the backspace. You need that back. You got to order that. You can't get a regular A cup. You can't get a regular A around all that motherfucking back.
Right.
You got to go get a specially made.
That is crazy, bro.
Yes, brother. So he called me pig. No, he does. He does not call you that, though, brother. So that just spawned into all the shit that I didn't like about. And I just thick is for thighs, ladies. That's the quote that I'm giving before I sign up out of here. If you thick, we are talking about your ass and your thighs. If your ankles and your calves have I can't stand that shit. I'm gonna start fucking with hoes like that too, because you unathletic. If a shootout happen, I got to save you. You gonna get us all killed. You can't go nowhere with that thigh ankle combination. How we gonna get out of here? Right. Then she say dumb shit like, I ain't never rolled my ankle, bitch, because it's a square. I bet you ain't never had no injury. They just roll over on their side. That's what squares do. Right. Boy, them heels, hey, man, that's all I'm saying though. Thick is for your thigh. I am Adam Taylor. This is my co-host. This is my co-host.
You ain't never rolled your ankle, bro.
It's a square. You can't even trip the bitch. She don't have normal ride. Try to trip one next time you fuck one of the hoes, try to trip him. Oh, you almost got me, bitch. I know you ain't going down. That shit like the beam. You know the little punching bag when you punch it always come back up? You know what I'm talking about, right? you know the shit I'm talking about, the little punching bag? Yeah, like the little football, man. That's it, though, yeah. If you slap that bitch, it's gonna come back up.
Let me say, you almost got me. Not even close.
Exactly. That's all I'm saying, man. And then bitches be having, and then the bitch, I can go on all day about that shit, though. Bitch be built like that and got a size 5
Bro,
foot,
you had
bitch. I'm done.
Listen, man, you just got in these folks' good graces last podcast, man. You back in the negative,
but
man.
I'm just hoping it's motivation. I'm just saying I should be able to see your knees. And then you wonder why I don't believe shit you say.
But
talking about, I've been over backwards for you. No, wait, I don't believe it.
Some people just built a certain way. No matter how much they work out, they can't do shit about
God didn't give you, God didn't make that. That knee ankle combination, God didn't make that.
Listen,
I'm not
bro,
even gonna let you do that to my G.
Listen, bro. Some people I've seen people like that work out and get in the gym, bro. And I was just like, you should just stay how you was, because some people don't look.
You ain't never
seen
a
a big person that didn't look good small.
Yes, but that's because you so used to seeing them big, and then they lost the wrong type of weight. You ever seen a fit nigga with cankles or a fit woman with cankles? No. You ever seen it don't happen. You ever seen an athlete with cankles? He fit everywhere else, but he got a block ankle. That's not a thing.
It happened with some people, man.
That's how you allow yourself to get that way. It's hot as fucking here. But you allow yourself to get that way from unhealthy diet, never doing nothing athletic, and we be boosting them hoes' confidence up. Talking about you thick. That's for your thighs, brother. I'm not fucking calf. I don't care about, I need a regular calf. I need a regular knee.
So he called me Big Bird. Man, that incited all of this anger, man.
I was sick of it, brother. Enough of this social media making you more important than what you are. And maybe you do got some good pussy, man, but that's not what he called you.
Ain't nobody gonna ever find out, though, if you look like that.
No. He's so tired, he don't have no time to roll no R's if he fucking you that good. he don't have it.
Say he got time to roll no R's?
Yes. You just big...
Man, take us out, man.
I am Adam 12 Taylor, man. I'm one half of the Anxiety Issues podcast. Thank y'all for coming through, man. I really appreciate it, brother. All blessings to you this season. We're going to go hard. I need a national championship out you because I'm a Gator fan. So going to get that for you. Get up out of here. Thank you for coming on to the show. I'm here with my brother, Boneface of Boneface Inc., and thank y'all for tuning in.
I appreciate it, man. I had a good time, man.